Alright. Let's get back to Policenauts. We left off in the hospital. We had been talking to Chris. I don't remember what her last name was, but Chris someone. She was the director of the hospital family. Let's get back to it. She had been telling us about the pharmacist, who I believe was we basically finished talking to her as far as I can remember. And I think we need to talk to the pharmacist now. Let's view the summary screen. In for about 45 to an hour. Alright, no worries. Jonathan's ex-wife, Lorraine, has asked him to look for her Kenzo Hojo. After having obtained Ed's help, Jonathan heads to BCCH to determine what Hojo did there. According to Chris, BCCH's director, an employee from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals called Ishida handles their drug management. They next talk to Ishida. Hey, Miller Duck. Chris was underage when we met her. Well, yeah, originally, but she's not underage now. Alright, oops, shit. No, I didn't mean to look. Talk is normally the thing at the top of the menu. Or that's what I choose to say. Let's see is there anything else? No, we talked to her about all these things. We showed her all those things. Yeah, so let's just have a look. Okay. The recap doesn't say we listened to all of Hojo's tunes. Yeah, we just like sat down for a couple hours, listened to his entire music library. Okay, yeah. So let's get moving to the pharmacy. Can we take a look at your pharmacy now? If you know what I mean? No problem, it's through that door. By the way, Jonathan. Yeah? You ever considered quitting? You mean this? You know, I had to say something. I'm a doctor. You have your perfume? I have this. You got me there. Hey, Taro. Just about my only defense. Yeah, it does kind of feel like shopping music, yeah. Is this Jun Ishida? The pharmacist? Hey, Bess. Hey, the window's out in front, you bunch of... Relax. BCP. Hey, Jorgen. The director knows about us. The police? You're Mr. Ishida, right? The hospital's pharmacist? Yeah, I'm Jun Ishida. They got me in charge of the place for now. So, what do you need? Oh yeah, you're a founder subscriber. You're one of the first 10. This guy did it 100%. Let's have a look at his badge. Ooh, no, let's smell him. What's that smell? You mean, like a rat? No, I mean, like what on earth is that stench? Guess it's the drugs. You really think it smells in here? Now I see why Chris wears a perfume. Is it that bad? You still haven't told me why you're here. They just walk in and start sniffing this dude. Let's look at his badge. It's a Tokugawa employee ID. You can't enter any Tokugawa facility or use any of our equipment without one of these. Yes, yeah, one of the first 10. Talk about a bitch. The guard at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals pointed it out too. Can we keep the chit-chat to a minimum and get down to it, officers? No, I'm gonna look at, like, everything. Can I look at your... He reminds me of that otaku crowd. I wanted to look at his boobs. But okay, let's look at his tie. It's a one-touch quick tie. Young people today are more about function than form. Made with shape memory alloy fibers. You can tie the knot simply by running a low-voltage electric current through it. The group makes everyone wear a tie. Kinda gay, if you ask me? I mean, I guess that's a sign of the times of this game, I guess. Okay. Can we look at his hog? What are you staring at? Yeah, this game came out in '96, so unfortunately it gets, I guess, what was common at the time. It's a lab coat. It's a lot cleaner than Victor's. The company gives us these. You could call it a uniform, I guess. So, what did you want to see me about? I wanted to look at everything in here. Can I look at your belt? What are you looking at me like that for? Are these just shelves and shelves of drugs? Look at all these drugs and all the drugs in this place. We got almost all the hospital's drugs here. It is a nice tie. I take him over to the window whenever someone needs something. Yeah, that's what he was going for. We can assume that. The other thing is, like, the other issue with like a random little comment like that is I wonder if that's what the original Japanese said or if that was a liberty taken by the translator. I will never know. I guess is all I can say. I guess someone could know, theoretically, but I will never know. How do you manage so many? That terminal there, not something you see every day, huh? Handle all data by computer here. Well, I mean, that's basically the same with, like, all the dialogue in this game. It's like, yeah, this was translated by, like, someone. I don't know how, like, faithful it is. I guess if you read Japanese and you wanted to play through this game, you could probably check to see if that's what it said. But I can't, and I'm not going to. So, they've got an incredible supply here. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, and there was a trans thing earlier that was really fucking weird. That again, like, I don't think it was fully translated because there was stuff that was like Kojima level detail in that comment, but then there was like part of it's like it could have been a translator thing. Yeah, that is also unfortunate. Yeah, you can't really tell for sure. Let's have a look at whatever this thing is. Okay, it's more of his supply. What's this poster on that thing back here? There's something stuck to the shelf. So, what did you want to see me about? Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. Can we look at the door? That's a refrigerated storage closet. Unlike over-the-counter drugs, a lot of hospital drugs don't contain any preservatives. If you don't maintain a strict temperature control, they spoil pretty quick. You manage them with that terminal too? Yep, it does everything. How about we look at his terminal? This is the same thing they had at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, isn't it? Of course, this links the Tokugawa group via network. It's called the T-Gear 99. Everyone in the group uses it. Kojima is known for being a bit, like, I don't know. Normally it's not like that kind of stuff. It's more just like kind of casual sexism. Yeah, like, it's never like, it's usually not that forthright. It's usually just like, hey, look at the sexy ladies. You know? Like, I'm trying to think if there were like, don't forget that. Does he have that much racism? I don't really remember there being that much, but again, like, I don't know. Metal Gear is usually not that. Only Tokugawa employees can log onto it. It's not always negative racism. Can we keep it? Okay, yeah. So let's just actually start talking to this guy. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of like, oh, Japanese are this. That is definitely a thing. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't know that I would necessarily call it racism the way, because as you said, it's not usually. It's more just like stereotyping, which I guess is racism still. But it's like, it just kind of like, this is how Japanese people are. But even that, I don't know. Like, is that? And I mean, I guess technically the answer is sort of. I came to talk to you about a Kenzo Hojo from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Hojo? Something happened to him? He's gone missing. Really?
そうなの。そういえばここんとこ見なかったな。
Yeah, it's been a while since I last seen him.
知ってるんだな。
So you do know him.
ええ、
That's
知って
right.
ます。
Let's show him Hojo photo. Yeah, that's Hojo. That's his wife. First time I ever seen his wife. Not a bad looking woman. Okay. Yes, they did. This guy didn't know about it. That's the same kind of card as the one I got. Where'd you get that? That looks like Hojo's ID. Or a copy, anyway. Better not tell anyone there you have it. You wouldn't want them to find out, believe me. Okay, let's show him the Policenauts photo. That's the president when he was younger. They tell you the whole story when he joined the company. I don't see what the big deal was. I guess the world's a different place now. We told everyone we have it. Yeah, we're just like, huh? What about this? What do you think about this? We just like walk up to someone and just like stare them down, top to bottom, touch them if we can, smell them if we can, and then we start showing them things. It's like, how about this? What about this picture? Hey, do you remember the Policenauts? Do you remember the Policenauts? They were a thing. How about this ID badge that we're not supposed to have? This like copy. I'm brute forcing this game. Alright, Hojo's personality. I mean, that's the thing though, is that like there isn't really a way to fail this game. As far as like, well, I guess if you failed the action sequences, like the shooting segments. But like with the same with Snatcher, like there was never really anything you could say that was like a direct loss. So it's like, I just want to know I want all of the information. I want to see and hear everything that I can see and hear. It's not really brute forcing, it's just like getting everything out of the game, like having every dialogue option. I want to 100% it. But I mean, basically, in a game like this, it's like, this is all lore, basically, except for the boobs. Well, that's lore too, the boob slapping, because that's just Jonathan being a fucking creep. Brute juicing the game. Let's talk about Hojo's personality. What kind of person was Hojo? I couldn't tell you much about him. We only knew each other through work. He was a traditional Japanese type of guy, different from Beyond's like me. Not like him to just disappear. You might say he was a little too serious, and that turned people off. But for something like this to happen... We weren't that close. We stuck to business. Okay. How about his whereabouts? Any idea what might have happened to him? Not really. He's not the type to take off like that. But a number of the terrestrials who come here end up getting this font. It's weird. And I know there's like, I'm not dyslexic, and I know there are specifically fonts that are written, like they're designed in a way that makes it easier for dyslexic people to read them. And I feel like this font is like the opposite of that, where it's like, no, not Comic Sans. It's open. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Open Dyslexic or something. But it's a font that's designed in such a way that apparently is like studied and proven to. I mean, that's not what Comic Sans is for. But there is an actual font that's written for it's being studied, and it's like it was part of a thing to like, this is a font that will actively make it easier for dyslexic people to read. But I feel like this font, / the blur effect that's on it, dyslexy, maybe, that might be, I know there's another one that's open something, but yeah, this font, with the way that it's blurry and whatever, I find it fucks me up. Like, I've been having a hard time reading these sentences, and it comes across to me, like, in my mind, it's like, this is how someone who is dyslexic feels, when it's like, oh, I can't read these words, I read it as a different word, and just like I can't read the whole sentence outright, and that's really frustrating, because like I read it out and it's like, that's not what that word is. Yeah, the C's, E's, yeah, so many of the letters, like any of those round letters, all kind of look the same. Yeah, I guess there are a couple different ones, yeah. But yeah, this is like those dyslexic fonts that make it easier to read, and this is like the opposite that makes like everyone dyslexic, or me dyslexic at least. Feels like she forgot to put on her glasses. But a number of the terrestrials who come here end up going a little screwy and skip out. Like, I just have a hard time reading this. The rate of mental illness here is several times higher than the bases in Antarctica. It's a Kojima font. He did this on purpose. The guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals brought that up too. Oh, be honest, so I don't get it. It's been a good while since the last time he was here. I wonder what happened to him. I mean, I think it's just blurry like that because it's a PlayStation game. It's low resolution. Like, this is 240p, and they're trying to cram in a lot of text. And this also, this isn't an official font, I think. I think this was hacked in for the translation. Like, maybe the Japanese text was easier to read? I don't know how that could be, but maybe, I guess if there's less characters on screen, they can have more detail for any given character. Have you tried checking spaceplane passenger lists? He hasn't left beyond. Something real bad must have happened to him. It's harder for someone to stay hidden here than on home. Close to impossible, really. Maybe he really did go back home? No one ever stays missing for long here. This is a colony. They find you sooner or later. Alright, let's ask him about K9. It's Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' newest DDS, a capsule that's distributed evenly throughout the body, even in weightlessness. For real gamers, TM use blurry fonts. They just make things easier to read to appease the SJWs. It lets you read what you want to believe. How does it work? It uses the difference in osmotic pressure between areas of the body to control the release of the drug. Gravity doesn't play a factor at all. Hojo would bring samples of it over. Wonder if that's what I got from Lorraine. Is it that big a development? Yep, well, something that uses osmotic pressure isn't that new, but the one on K9 is by far the most effective. Oh, why did this option appear above the thing that I was looking at? The last time they met. When was the last time you saw Hojo? Let me think. It was the last K9 delivery, so that would have been the 15th. Delivery? I thought K9 wasn't on the market yet. There are only samples for data gathering. Something about the 15th. What happened that day? Well, he brought over the 3 sets of K9. Wait, 3 sets? Yes, because there was 100 on the calendar. Whiteboard at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals said 100 sets. That's ridiculous. They're only samples. What would we do with all those? Give them out to people left and right? Okay, now it's not even on the market yet. Point taken. So we got 97 unaccounted for. Anything unusual about him? Actually, he did seem a little edgy. Dyslexia, okay, yeah. He was always so professional, but he was more emotional that day. So he was going to meet with President Tokugawa after he left. That's what he told me, anyway. Anything else? He definitely acted different, but that's all that comes to mind. It's a worry for me, too. We haven't finished the K9 study yet. The company won't talk to me. Meanwhile, the hospital's been on my case about it. This thing's all kinds of trouble. At least now I know why Hojo hasn't been around. Okay, let's ask about Tokugawa. President Tokugawa? Good old Sadaoki. Regular Joes like me see him maybe once in a blue moon. Hojo was different. He got invited to eat with the president pretty regularly. The president prefers to associate with other Japanese. Same racist fuck. Yeah, he's always been like that, big time. The president might be able to tell you more about him. The guy literally feels better that he learned Hojo hasn't been around because Hojo is missing. He didn't learn anything. Let's continue asking about Tokugawa. I've never spoken with him at length. We chatted briefly when I joined the company, but that's about it. How about Tokugawa's whereabouts? Where would we find Sadaoki? The president will be in the Tokugawa building. It's a massive pillar in the middle of the colony. We call it the prop. Tokugawa, rather. That's where he spends most of his time. Yeah, everyone here knows it. One of Beyond's biggest landmarks. Time for some sightseeing. But yeah, it can be easier to read because it's got those like the bulbousness, which I guess is kind of like what the dyslexia or what is it? I think it's Open Dyslexic is what the font that I was thinking of is called. I'm now just curious. I just want to look. Why is my phone like frozen? Okay. Man, my phone is just like slow as fuck. Yeah, it is. It is literally called Open Dyslexic, the one that I was thinking of. Okay. Let's ask about. Continue asking about K9. Maybe take a look at the K9 you have here. Thicker bottoms make it easier to read if you have dyslexia. Oh yeah? Is that what they're saying? Unfortunately, there's none left. Okay. Fat bottom font. Make the rockin' world go around. The reading world, ooh. Let's ask about him. Me? Not much to say, really. I was born and raised on Beyond, graduated from university here, got my pharmacist license, then joined Tokugawa. Yeah, I noticed you don't have a home accent. We still don't have a separation of the medical industry on Beyond. Pharmacists like me aren't held in very high regard here. Our only options are to join either a company or a hospital pharmacy. Fortunately for me, I was able to join Tokugawa since I'm an Issei. But then they went and sent me to this damned hospital. Fucking insult. What does my life story have to do with Hojo? Okay, he doesn't want to talk anymore. How about the pharmacy? I bet the folks on home would be surprised to hear about what goes on here. The only ones who benefit from this system are people like Tokugawa and the doctors. They pump Beyonds full of drugs they don't need. Also, that throws me off every time that they're called Beyonds. The people who live on Beyond. Or Beyond Coast, I guess, technically. But they do seem to abbreviate that to Beyond as well. So it's like, sometimes it's like, oh, they're talking about the colony. Sometimes they're talking about people full of drugs they don't need. And those fools are happy to keep paying for them. The more drugs we shell out, the more the drug companies and hospitals make. Not to mention the insurance companies. That's the way the whole system is designed. This is what happens to guys like me. You don't seem very happy here. Happy? You kidding me? I'm not Hojo. I didn't know there were any of you like that. Things about Tokugawa you just wouldn't understand. They stick pharmacies and hospitals purely for the money. Who'd want to spend their life working in a place like this? Okay, the Tokugawa building. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa group on Beyond. Like right there. It sports a set of the colony's surfaces and windows. Figuratively, if not literally. Oh, so it's literally a support column up to the the glass or whatever. Sounds like he's in the 1 hour photo of pharmacies. I'm hardly ever there. Got no reason to. If you're heading that way, be sure and ask about Hojo. That's where he met with the president that day. I guess it's been at least several years since the last time I was there. We've showed him all that shit. Okay. Wait, what's this gold thing at the top here? They want to be sure people remember who's your boss, huh? Oh, it's the Tokugawa logo. Everything changes when this shows up. It's the Tokugawa group logo. I really want to look at whatever this is that he's got on the thing there. We can't see it with him in the way. Looks like some kind of poster. It's gotta be like a poster of some woman or something. I did smell him. It smells making me sick. Maybe I'm just used to it. Oh, oops. I guess I no longer have the option to smell him. Okay. So yeah, I guess looks like we've got to go to the Tokugawa building now. I guess we'll be on our way. Sorry this took so long. Shit, look at the time. Time is never truly wasted. See ya. Pick up any leads? You were talking for quite a while. Let's talk to her. Doctor? Ask about. Okay, yeah. Now we can ask about all these other things. So we've talked about Hojo. Yeah, did we ask Ishida about him? Oh, you didn't seem to know him that well. You can always try going to Tokugawa. Okay, let's ask about the 15th. Seems Hojo was here on the 15th. The 15th? Let's see, the 15th. I wasn't here that day. I was away attending a medical conference. A medical conference? Yeah, on organ transplants. Oh well. Ishida should have been here that day. Yeah, he was. He's a Nisei Beyond. He hasn't got much of a personality, really. None of them do. Wow, fucking... I only talk to him when it's work-related. But the ribs? So... I put on a dry rub that was basically chipotle, chili powder, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and onion powder. So that was just like a dry rub on them. And I threw them in the Instant Pot with a cup of water and half a cup of lemon juice. The recipe that I was looking at called for apple juice in there. Then I pressure cooked it like that, kind of just in a roll, like rolled up the ribs in the Instant Pot. Rolled them up, pressure cooked for 25 minutes. And then they were like unbelievably fucking fall off the bones. Then I put on my sauce, broiled them for like a minute or whatever, and that got the sauce good and stuck on there, and they were fucking fantastic. The sauce was, I started with my plum jam, then I added some chipotle chili powder, some mesquite seasoning, some garlic powder, chili pepper flakes, paprika, cinnamon. Wait, did I use cinnamon? No, I don't think I used cinnamon. Yeah, murder back there. Yeah, so that was some good stuff. Oh, maple syrup and a little bit of ketchup in there too, and lemon juice. What was the thing to make the thing spin around? What do you mean? Make what thing spin around? Oh, that thing. Victory light, yes. What do you think of him? Kind of a dark guy, don't you think? Doesn't seem like he tries very hard, that's for sure. But yeah, so they were really good, and like it was like an hour end to end, so that was pretty good. Oh, let's ask about her. You must have more important things to talk about than me, don't you? I also work as an okay, oh, can I ask you a question? Sure. Ishida and this guy at Tokugawa oh, that's not the right voice. Ishida and this guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals were both saying there are a lot of cases of Beyonds disappearing on purpose. You mean return syndrome? Does that actually happen? It did before, yeah, but these days it's rare. The colony's full of second-generation citizens now. So what about a terrestrial like Hojo? Well, it is possible, but I've been living here for the last 30 years and I feel fine. I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. Okay, how about Tokugawa? Most medical products used on Beyond are made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. I'd be lying if I said there weren't any sort of relationship between us. Yeah, fancy name to homesickness, yeah. We do have a business relationship, but I don't know him personally. Okay. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa group on the colony. You should go there sometime. It's one of Beyond's most famous places. That being the Tokugawa building. I've been there a few times myself. It's an incredible place, Jonathan. You'll see what I mean if you go. You ever heard of something called K9? It's space homesickness. K9? Maybe it's part of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals K series? I know about the ones up to K8, but this is the first I've heard of a K9. Which is interesting because the pharmacist was saying that the hospital is on his back about the K9 trials. Tokugawa's DDS drugs became particularly famous after they developed the first SAS medicine for astronauts. It's a patch you stick behind the ear. The only thing okay, the K9 series, we talked about organ transplantation. The only real problem would be the shortage of donors. We finally established global criteria for brain death after the turn of the century, but a number of issues have maintained the donor shortage. We have the technology, but it's useless without enough donors. Karen's waiting for a donor herself. Feel like a new brain death appeared as a new option there. Homesickness in space! The only place you'll find cyborgs for now are movies and video games and the like. We can't play God at everything, perhaps. Okay, brain death. Imagine brain death. Brain death is different from persistent vegetative state. In persistent vegetative state, the cerebral cortex stops functioning while the brain stem continues to work normally. Some people differentiate between total brain death and brainstem death, but in both cases, the brainstem, which basically speaking regulates the body's life support system, stops functioning. There's many criteria involved in declaring brain death. Before, conditions varied from country to country, but we now have a worldwide consensus for declaring a person brain dead. The donation of organs or tissue from a brain dead individual is based on the doctrine of informed consent from either the individual, when still mentally competent, or the individual's family or caregiver. Okay. Yeah, okay, so I think we've talked to her as much as we can. Fireplace. I wanted to look at this thing again, which is, I guess, the container that she had that mosquito in. Alright, let's move back to the lobby. Thanks for your time, Doctor. See ya. Back in the lobby. Okay. Let's move and leave. It's weird how you're like layers deep in the hospital. Also, I read that as, "We're outside, bitch!" Can you believe Chris runs this entire place? I don't envy her. Let's move and drive to Tokugawa Pharmaceutical. Wait, no, we want to go to the Tokugawa building. Wait till you see this place. It's one of the true symbols of Beyond. We're outside, bitch! A real tourist hotspot. It always leaves an impression. See it? That pillar there? That's the prop. The thing's essentially built in the colony. Connect a set of its surfaces and windows. So I guess it's a ring. It's like, or like it's a cylinder, and I guess everything's on the inside of said cylinder. And that goes like top to bottom of the cylinder. Maybe we're a little in over our heads with this. It's like an NES game for the PS1. You ain't checking it out, are you? I don't know anything about this place or Tokugawa, not anymore. That's where I come in. That's why we're partners. Glad you're here, partner. Partner. There's so much going on in this game. Alright, Tokugawa building. Well, here it is. Tokugawa headquarters. Gateway between heaven and earth. Wait, so if everything's on the inside of the cylinder, unless it's just on the one side of the cylinder, I don't think it is. It looked like it went all the way around. Does that mean that at some point in this building, there's zero gravity, and then at some point the gravity, like, and then after that point it flips? So like, there'd be 2 ground floors? Or maybe it is just along like the base of the cylinder that there's buildings and then goes up to windows at the top. I'm not exactly clear on the concept here. Pretty overwhelming, isn't it? As you can see, it's more or less built into the colony, a pillar in more ways than one. Chris was right. There's no denying it's an incredible place. I mean, it spins, but like, I assume the entire cylinder spins like this. So yeah, like I assume it's stuff all the way around, but this is going, like, there's a point in the center of this thing, because it's going from side to side. There's gonna be a point in the middle where you aren't, like, you're in the middle, directly in the center between the 2 ends, and therefore you'd be like in zero gravity. Yeah, there definitely do seem to be places that are, well, it'd be like halfway, because at the very other end, you're close to the ground again. It's obvious why it's so popular. Oops. Prob's a good name for it, don't you think? That's the Tokugawa logo. They borrowed the Mitsubishi or the 3 Hollyhocks. There's the Tokugawa lettering. Beyond's the only place in the world where you look up and see something like this. You wouldn't blame someone for thinking the prop's structurally necessary. Sheed was right on the mark. It's like standing at the doorway to another world. I don't understand what I'm looking at there. Is that another layer of Beyond? Alright, let's go inside. Ready to see inside? I'm just not entirely clear on what's going on here. It's like looking up in Halo. This is the lobby. One of the most famous ever built. Looks kind of shit. But yeah, also, yes, there is in fact someone at the desk. It's an ad for Hotel California, Tokugawa Space Hotel. It's the world's first hotel in low home orbit. It has 64 rooms, all with a capsule bed, a bath, toilet, and sink. There's a doctor on hand to treat SAS, and it makes 3 rotations a minute, creating artificial gravity of 0.7 G. A 3-day, 2-night stay costs 5 million yen. This is the kind of thing we could only dream about when we were kids. It's a multivision showing media related to the Tokugawa group. Is that the Tokugawa logo over there? Yep. These are 180-degree holographic portraits of the former heads of the Tokugawa group. Alright, let's, there's a girl sitting there. She must be the receptionist. Why don't we go talk to her? Oh boy. Welcome to the Tokugawa building. May I help you? Well, hello there, sugar tits. Thanks, I guess? I feel so embarrassed in this. No, you shouldn't be. You're doing everyone a great service. It's miles better than the uniform the guard at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals was wearing. I'll only be a moment. Ah! I would have to say a D. She's bigger than the stewardess and Chris. She's number 1 so far. What do you think you're doing? Talk to her, aka slap her boobs. That's right. For God's sake, Jonathan, anywhere but here. Okay, we can't do that again. Unless it's because okay, no. It's a holographic print of the Tokugawa logo. Just in case you didn't see it on the way in. Hey, Raw Man. Nice skin. Very nice. It looks so smooth. She's a cute girl. She looks part Japanese. She reminds me of Lorraine. Okay, there's... I guess we can look at her face. She's got a flirty face, like the kind you see in teenagers. It's always hard guessing the age of Asian women. Yeah, they look younger than they actually are. Just like me. You know what I meant. It was a joke, Ed. Jesus, lighten up, old man. Okay, can we look at her hair? All the girls have the same face. Wow. Come on, Muller Duck. A lot of women keep their hair short here. Shorter hair is more dynamic in zero gravity. That kind of boyish haircut suits you. You think so? Okay, is that... What else can we creep on here? Can we creep on her lips? Nope. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's look at... That's the terminal receptionist uses. This is linked to the building's network. Maybe there's a record of Hojo's visit in this. These are for various administrative purposes. Maybe there's a record of Hojo... Okay. What about this? That's a display of select Tokugawa Group companies. The Tokugawa Group is divided into 138 companies. It's Main divisions include Tokugawa Heavy Industries, Tokugawa Electronics, Tokugawa Construction, Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, Tokugawa Foods, and Tokugawa Mining. If you'd like to know more, I'd be happy to talk about them. Oh yeah, so speaking of Tokugawa Heavy Industries, I was doing some reading about Raiden and his cyborg stuff. Apparently Raiden's cyborg body in Metal Gear Solid canon is made by Tokugawa Heavy Industries. Also, apparently, like the Gray Fox outfit, the robot cyborg suit is made by Tokugawa. There's Tokugawa Heavy Industries logos on Big Shell in MGS2. It's a decent rendering of an LCD monitor for the age of this game. Right. Yeah, there's apparently like just tons of Tokugawa references in the other Metal Gear Solid games. Okay. That was the Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals building. That's a multivision behind me. It runs information pertaining to the Tokugawa group. I mean, she's probably just wearing some tape. Also, as we already learned, you don't need to wear a bra in space. Funny how it's only showing the 2 places we've been to, isn't it? I agree. Very funny. Alright, let's talk to her. We're with BCP. Mind if we ask you some questions? The police? How can I help you? Let's ask about... Man, every time I see this show option, I just think there's going to be something in that menu when we're talking to a receptionist or something. Okay, it's still not there, so that's good. Let's show her the Hojo photo. Do you know the man in this photo? Yes, we only introduced ourselves after we slapped her boobs twice. I don't believe I've ever met him before, no. Sorry, but okay. Do you recognize this photo? Yes, that's the Policenauts. They're the Policenauts. Our president was one of them. I know all about it. We slapped this woman's boobs around. Do we show her the ID card? Fuck yeah. Why are you showing me one of our IDs? Okay, let's ask about Tokugawa. Tell us about President Tokugawa. Unfortunately, we actually can't. The option disappeared after twice. The president came to Beyond as one of the Policenauts, later becoming head of the Tokugawa group. He's also currently director of the International Space Promotion Agency, a very important man. What's your opinion of the president? Some don't speak very highly of him, but they're just jealous of his success, rather. I trust him completely. He stops and talks to us all the time. He's very nice. Look at you playing up to them, Sayoki. Okay, let's ask about Tokugawa's whereabouts. We'd like to speak with President Tokugawa. Where is he right now? Do you have an appointment? I wouldn't mind making an appointment with you. It's rather sudden, so no, we don't. I'm sorry, but in that case, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. President Tokugawa is currently out on business related to Beyond's anniversary. Yeah, well, I think they all of the ones, other than Meryl, because hers made the elephant noise, but all of them made that same boing noise with the like, gasp noise. Yes, the very natural bouncing sound. He's extremely busy at the moment. Okay. Very sorry, but I'll have to ask you to try again some other time. How about Hojo? We'd like to know about a man called Kenzo Hojo. He's an employee with Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. We need to know when he was last here. Sorry, but I truly don't know anyone by that name. Well, that's why you've got a fucking computer, lady. He may have been here before, but if he was, he didn't leave a lasting impression. What about records of any visits? Yes, I'd be able to check those. The thing is, all Tokugawa's employees look the same. Yeah, it can be hard to distinguish between Japanese. Even more so between Tokugawa employees, I bet. But you're of Japanese descent, aren't you? Yes, I am, but it's hard even for us. They all wear the same type of suit and have the same haircut. They don't have any real distinguishing features. What the fuck? Okay, let's ask about Hojo visit. Again, remembering that this game was made by a Japanese guy Like, what? That's about Hojo's visit.
重要なことなんだ。
Here's what we need to know. On the afternoon of the 15th, Kenzo Hojo is supposed to have been here. Just a moment. As you can understand, we get quite a number of visitors. I'll check the visitor log. All persons entering and leaving have their arrival and departure times recorded. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, Kenzo Hojo. Arriving at 4 p.m. on the 15th. He went straight up to the president's office. Sadaoki had to have been here too, I'd assume. When did he leave? He left at... Huh? That's strange. It doesn't say. No record of his departure. Dun dun dun. According to this, Mr. Hojo is still inside the building. About other exits, there are several emergency exits, but it would still be difficult to bypass the system. So Hojo drops off the face of the earth right here. Either he's being held somewhere inside, or left without going through the system. Yeah, or he's just still working. The rain was right. The whole thing stinks. If they really don't know anything, why not be more concerned? You could say that again. I've never seen anything like this before. Let's ask about... This information is absolutely correct? The system reads each employee's personal ID card. It doesn't make mistakes. Yes, it does seem like you are correct, Mulleray. It also performs a voice print scan, a retinal scan, and a fingerprint scan. This could very well be the first time this has happened. How about Ashida? Is he one of our employees? Yeah, he's being posted to BCCH from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Well, I mean, I guess they probably have the same scanning system at the other end, I would think. Like, there's other exits. Or, yeah, maybe there isn't a lobby at the other end. Who knows? The name doesn't ring a bell. Can you check out him like Hojo? Just a moment. Yes, we do have an employee by that name. Are there any records of him having been here? Let's see. Not in the last several years, no. He was telling the truth. Okay, how about the building? The prop, in addition to functioning as the Tokugawa Ag Group headquarters here, is also one of the most widely known examples of space architecture, likened symbolically to a pillar, supporting the colony, as its name suggests. The surface side contains the reception hall, situation room, employee offices, the auditorium, the president's office, and the all-purpose hall. It also has the garden, one of the main features of the prop. What is... The windows side... Okay, so I guess... Okay, yeah, so I guess there is only one lobby. I guess the other end is against a window. The window side contains most of the building's parking garages. Wait. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, maybe the building is divided into two. Like, maybe it's like cut in half at the middle. Like, it's just got a solid wall there and it isn't actually connected from both sides. Window side contains most of the building's parking garages. Although, if it has the parking garages, it's got to be connected, because otherwise you have to go literally halfway around the world to get to the other entrance. The security room, the disaster control center, and the motor room, among other areas. I don't know. Okay. Buildings facilities. Buildings, air conditioning, heating, lighting, disaster control system, and employee management system are all run by computer. All information here is processed by an 800 gigabyte per second super high-speed optical fiber LAN and satellite link-up. The prop is its own Celeste, so the building would be unaffected should a hole open in the colony. Okay, how about the garden? The garden is our zero-gravity event area located in the center of the building. Okay, yeah, so there is a zero-gravity area in the center of the building, which is the garden. It's accessible via linear elevator. It consists of an open area covering 20 floors, offering unobstructed views of the entire colony. It's often used for holding parties and other functions. Okay, I hate wearing this with people like you around. Allow me to apologize, ma'am. Okay. Can we get in the elevator then? Let's go, Ed. Sadaoki's gonna be up there. Gotta be up there. May we? Wait, do you have a search warrant? I don't need a warrant with Sadaoki. Stop! This is awkward. Okay, I think we maybe have to go back and... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We might have to go back to the police headquarters, go to talk to Gates and get a search warrant. Or maybe we can just... The high-speed linear elevator. You could call it one of the building's arteries. Forget this. We'll find Sadaoki ourselves. You want me to call the police? We are the police. Okay, yeah. So we can't just get in the elevator. I think we've got to leave. I think we've got to go get a search warrant. Because we know he's in this building. Or that he is theoretically in this building. We're outside the building. Let's go driving. To BCP. You want to go back to HQ? Sure. No dialogue here. We're back at this. Wait, did that say weave back at the station? It did say weave, I think. Let's go inside. We're inside BCP. Let's move up to... wait, what? Can I not go up to the AP room anymore? We're back at Vice. How are things going? Okay, let's... Okay, they have nothing... Unless... Hey, not bad. That's a Tokugawa ID, isn't it? Where'd you get that? You better not tell Chief Becker about it. Come on, oh, right, I forgot that we're not supposed to look at his notes. Dave? Okay, nothing new there. The ID card? What's that ID for? Nowadays, you can't even pick up a pack of gum at a convenience store without a card. Okay, so literally nothing useful here. Oh, AP room. I think I may have just been blind. We're at AP. Let's go talk to this shithead. There's Redwood. Guy's got one hell of an ego. Especially considering he doesn't wear a helmet. He doesn't wear one when he's in an EMPS either. What, they don't come in his size? Apparently he controls them without any kind of assistance. He uses his own eyes and ears, huh? Let's see if he's in the mood. You're gonna get in the way there. What a motherfucker. Why are you still here? Let's ask him about Lorraine's murder. What did you come here for anyway? Oh, okay. How about narc? Who deals with narc around here? We have a dedicated narc unit in AP. I'm in the counterterrorism unit. I wouldn't want to be in the narc unit. Nowhere near as much action. How many times do I have to tell you? I don't care about narc. Slap his belly. I would love it if we could do that. Unfortunately, we cannot. Let's move back. Catch you later. It's more like smell you later, nerd. It's the chief. Let's go talk to him. I like how you have to look at him before you can approach him. Well, how's the inquiry going? Stare at people like that. Okay, let's actually talk. Chief, go ahead. Let's ask about literally none of these things. Narc? Yes, narc. Unfortunately, narc is everywhere on Beyond. We have a narc unit at AP, but it just continues to spread. That being a problem, huh? A large percentage of the crimes which occur here are related to narc. People said that Tokugawa was involved with drugs, haven't they? Yes, I know what you're talking about. We were unable to prove a thing. How much pressure does Tokugawa put on you? Look, he's got more power than every politician here put together. Is that a Tokugawa ID? You didn't steal that, I hope. If Tokugawa finds out about this, they'll be livid. No need to worry, we're only borrowing it. I like how we were told not to show that to him, and I immediately went and showed it to him. None of this is what I wanted. Still provoking Tokugawa. Okay. So that's not useful then. I guess we can go talk to Karen, maybe? We've talked to people about bone marrow transplants. We've talked to the receptionist, so we know theoretically where Hojo is. Hey, Alec, how's it going? This is charming. Let's go to Hojo's house. Heading for Hojo's house. We'll let you do the talking. I wouldn't worry so much. Karen's an adult. She understands the situation. Alright, so yeah, we've gotta figure out how to get into the Tokugawa building. I thought we needed to get like a, what's it called there? Like a search warrant, but apparently that's no good. We arrived at Hojo's house. You ready? I'll ring the doorbell. Oh, it's you two. Please, come in. Can't stress enough your enduring love for the 80s anime style. Yeah, I mean, this was out from 96, but yeah, it's still that same kind of style. And it's got that grain to it that makes it feel old. What can I do for you? Must be very high maintenance. Oh, wait, actually... Okay, she just woke up again, still. Totally feels like I'm back with Lorraine. Okay, can we talk to her? Karen, what is it? Can we ask her about... Ishida? Maybe we ask you about someone else? They do all have the same face, yeah. Do you know someone called Jun Ishida? He's a Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals employee working at BCCH. Ishida? Ishida. No, it doesn't sound familiar. So you don't know either of them? Dad never brings anyone from work to the house. Do you know if he's close to any of his colleagues? I don't think so, no. Yes, thanks for stopping by, Alk. It has been a bit, yeah. Does he still go to that Japanese festival? Mom went a few more times, but not Dad. A lonely scientist. Guys like Hojo are the hardest to track down. It's weird. About what? You know that chart with the family crests? Well, the Saito, Ishida, and Hojo crests are all on there. Yeah, you're right. There might be some kind of connection. Okay, so yeah. Let's talk to her about transplant costs. Looks like Dad got me moved up. I'm so grateful for everything he's done. Okay, that's not useful. Even if I did hear the name before, I never met him. Okay, so then let's go look at the thing in the study. You might have missed something. Oh, sure. So yeah, I mean, if those names are on there, that's Dad's family crest chart. The Hojo crest is on there too, but that's not the actual crest our family uses. Okay, so that's the Saito one. Gotta look at their hair, not their face. Characters expressed through their hair. So yeah, we've got the Saito one. It says he was the one who originally made this flower into a crest. We've got the Tokugawa one. We've got the Maeda one. Did we encounter someone with that last name? I feel like we may have. That's why they gave them crazy hair. Ishida. Says the Kuyo were heavenly bodies originally used for fortune telling in ancient India. Nagamasa Asai. Like, I'm wondering if everyone... Kobayakawa. I feel like everyone on here is probably involved somehow. Yeah, and then there's the Triforce Hojo. We can't date people, but we can sure slap their boobs. That's definitely a thing we can do. So yeah, there's the Hojo Triforce. Now it's the Sasaki one. Huh. Don't know if we can also like look at people's butts and yeah. See, this is still blank CD case. Maybe it's from a private collection of his. It's nothing but noise. Maybe it's broken. Like I'm just frustrated that we can't take this with us. Wait, where was the? There it is. Like, okay, so yeah, maybe we need to go back to the pharmaceutical company and we can use something like that. You always endorse looking at butts. Yeah, so yeah, that's one option. Just go back to the pharmaceutical place and try and use the badge. The other option. No, that's pretty much it, because that's like the one place where we'd be able to use that badge. But I feel like we've missed something because there's that chart with the family crests. Maybe I've missed something with that. Alright, well, let's head back. Well, I guess we'll go to the pharmaceutical place, but... yeah, the fucking one night in Yokobe City is, like, ridiculous. See you later, nerd. Alright, yeah, let's go to the Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. BCP, nothing. Hospital, I don't think we're going to get anything. We can't go further in the Tokugawa building, so yeah, Pharmaceuticals is the only other real place we can go, so it's got to be something here. Kind of exhausted my options. Doesn't look like we'll find any other leads here. Oh, did we just get told we could go fuck ourselves? Yes, we're on a space colony. It's called Beyond Coast. It's a big ol' space colony. Did they say where it was? Oh, I mean, it was in some Lagrangian point, but I guess that was it. Back again? I've already told you everything. Okay, so that says to me, this must be the lock system in the room. ID card reader. Security must be tight. You need a Tokugawa ID for that. How about... Yeah, since we're Policenauts, yes, we are police astronauts. Let's talk to this guy and show him a badge. What do you want to know? We better not show that to him, Jonathan. Yeah, you're right. What did you say? Oh, just looking for the car keys. Okay. Okay. Look, a magnetic lock. Security level for this area must be higher than the others. Yes, that's true. We aren't a police officer or an astronaut anymore. We're just a nothing. Only the real eggheads get back here. I can't let you in there. Doesn't matter what you say. The door looks pretty thick. You would be able to force it open. Whew. It's the type of door you get with a walk-in safe. It's called One Night in Neo Kobe City, that song that you were hearing. Whatever's back there must be important. Sorry, but you can't go back there, not without President Tokugawa's permission. It's from Snatcher, actually, but it's in here too. That's the second floor walkway. Probably used for giving tours or for the guards to move about. This place feels like a military base with this layout. Okay, so... Wait, back room? Back there is the factory where we make samples of new products. I can't let you inside. It's a different story from the DDS room. Don't even ask. Okay, well, let's just go back to the DDS room. Do I have a choice? What's this? Apparently it's not anything. Can't use it, officers. Huh. Yeah, this guard's real sassy. Thinks he's so hot. Let's... Maybe we can do something at the Tokugawa building? Think Tokugawa's around? Who knows? Could be a bluff. I think we need to just do something directly here. Maybe I didn't harass the receptionist enough. We have to find some way to get to Sadaoki. Let's go inside. What could I have missed here? Sounds like they've got something going on. I'm not sure of Tokugawa's moon plant. It was the first permanent moon base established by a corporation. Hey, Erica. Goes directly to the center of the building. Apparently, a one-way trip takes about 10 minutes. They've got 30 elevators here in all. Okay, so I can't make a break for that. Go back to the front desk. Welcome to the Tokugawa building. We're currently hosting a launch party for Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. So I'm afraid the entry of uninvited persons is prohibited. Sadaoki wouldn't miss this. Okay. Why are you showing me one of our IDs? How about asking about Tokugawa's whereabouts? We'd like to meet with President Tokugawa. President Tokugawa is in the garden up above. However, I can't let you through without an invitation. Okay, so we need an invitation. Now we have... Can you let us through to see him? He's here, isn't he? So... Are you implying President Tokugawa has broken the law? So we need an invitation. There's a party going on there at the moment. So where would we get an invitation? Maybe Karen has an invitation. Hey, Unclyde. Karen might have an invitation that would have come for Hojo. Ask if she can invite me. How about this? This is an invitation. This is us right here. Oh, here we go. We're buddies with Tokugawa from our Policenauts days. Quoted for truth. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. I had no idea. Okay, that was our invitation. I recognize your friend, but what about you? Too young? I get it. Anti-aging surgery, right? Had your telomeres lengthened? Nope. Just got a lot of sleep when I was younger. Okay, so now we have permission, I guess. Let's get in the elevator. Let's go. So weird, I had to leave and come back for that party to get initiated. Yeah, a lot of sleep. Arigato. Not at all. Garden is a zero-gravity environment, so take care in regard to SAS. I'll be fine. I'm already in heaven after seeing you. Oh, you're good. There's nothing wrong with a little fun. But behave yourself up there, okay? Have a nice time, Policenauts. Yeah, it's interesting to have left that in there. Like that. Unlike the traction or hydraulic elevators you get on home, this runs on a superconducting motor. That makes it faster, smoother, and more accurate. Probably thought you'd go see Karen the first time now. Maybe, yeah. Everyone knows what arigato means. What's this on the wall? This little poster. It's an ad for a Tokugawa shareholder tour. They give you a tour of the Tokugawa moon plant. There's one every month. Sounds absolutely thrilling. What's this? This is the elevator's panel. We can use this to go up. Okay, we're on the first floor, but we'll look at that anyway. That's the elevator's floor number display. Thing goes up to 3 digits. It's a video phone monitor. It's off. Normally it displays views of the building. Alright, let's just hit that button because it doesn't... Oh, how about this control panel access hatch down here? Nothing. Alright, fine. We'll hit the button. Garden, here we come. They're home and relaxing after your walk. Ooh, are we gonna get a real-time elevator thing? What a thrill. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with this game, is they go into so much detail on, like, really not relevant things so frequently. Is this elevator gonna, like, explode or something? Also, I can't do anything here. We're just gonna have to wait 10 minutes to get up to the garden, aren't we? Check it out. Some view, huh? Amazing. We created this entire world. Right out in the middle of nothing. We might not be dependent on evolution anymore. I love that he's wearing his Policenauts jacket. I wouldn't be so sure. Mother Nature's still throwing everything she got at us. Space is full of disasters waiting to happen. This is a dangerous place to be. The more defiant we become, the more dangerous it gets. Pretty much, yeah. We're in the center of the colony. Watch out for SAS while we're here. Yeah, I know. Look, Ma, no feet. Wonder if that SAS drug I took on the plane was still work. That one Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals makes? Who else? Up Nakatomi Tower. Nakatomi Plaza. Oh boy. This is their 0G playground, the garden. This is my kind of party. I was looking for Tokugawa. Oh, I didn't realize my cursor was here. Alright, let's They're escorts for the party. I've heard about them. They must be Tokugawa's rebirthers. Rebirthers? Cloned humans. What? They take the DNA of famous actresses and models. What the fuck? They create exact copies of the original person. They're not allowed to rebirth someone until 20 years after their death. Naturally, they aren't considered the same individual. They're treated as blood relatives of Tokugawa. They don't always talk to people. What the fuck? Man, nothing but hot girls here. He's got good taste in women. I'll give him that. Such as lost Policenauts, yeah. Enjoy the party. Yeah, I recognize all these faces. They get very up close and personal. Yeah, maybe 25 in some cases. You and I'll hang later, baby. Hear that? I won't get too excited. Typical lip service. Hey, those two there. Let's go say hi. They look like regular escorts. Maybe they'll talk to us in that case. Not rebirthers, huh? Let's try calling them over. Hey, you there. You copyrighted your jeans. Hi, boys. They look friendly enough.
やはりリバーサー
I
じゃな
don't
い
think they're rebirthers. Her face still has a teenage charm. Thanks, you're sweet. Look at him go, liberated from the confines of gravity. Is that bikini with air pads in it? The kind that enhance the bust? Careful, ladies. This guy has one very abnormal breast fetish. Cocktail glass is wrong unless it's a jello shot. Ha, don't listen to him. He's just pulling your leg. I don't mind being looked at. I cannot believe there isn't a touch option there. I wish I could just disappear into those legs forever. I can float here all day with this view. What is she holding over here? It's the same as whatever the other one is holding. Is that some kind of propulsion device? It's a portable attitude adjustment unit. You can move around easier in zero gravity with this. Should we look at her shoes? Okay, same stuff. Let's look at her glasses here. What? That's not her legs. These got alcohol in them? This is a packaged moon salt. There's a stopper in it to prevent the liquid from escaping. What? Alright, here you go. Jonathan, you want to be drunk on top of SAS? Yes? Can we look at her hair? What the fuck? Okay. Alright, apparently they don't have a whole lot of, like... That swimsuit really flatters your legs. Wish I knew where all these girls were hiding. Are hiding. They're slowly bobbling around, just going with the flow. Wonder what size she is. The weightlessness is throwing off my visual calibration. Her face is very even featured. She's got an intellectual air for an escort. Alright, let's, how's life treating you? What can I do for you? Her legs are her whole body, yeah. Let's ask what her measurements. What are your measurements? That kind of talk is considered sexual harassment, you know. So, what would the measurements of this fine figure be? There's so much more to a woman than mere numbers. I like a guy who knows what to give up. Alright, let's ask about the party. They throw these every now and then to unveil some new product they've got. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't let us slap their boobs here, to be honest. It's turned out to be pretty boring. You guys seem to be enjoying themselves. People usually like it here. Yeah, just now sexual harassment is mentioned. You know a guy called Kenzo Hojo? Mr. Hojo? I've never heard of him. I see a new option has appeared. Can you try to remember if you've ever met him? Sorry, I don't know anyone by that name. Any idea where Tokugawa is? President Tokugawa? Probably saying hello to everyone. He'll be here somewhere. He should be somewhere in the garden. Alright, let's ask for a phone number. Hey now, hey, how about you give me a call if you hear anything about Kenzo Hojo? You don't have a phone with you, Jonathan. Yeah, you're right. So how about if you give me your number? Yeah, nice try. I don't give it out to strangers anyway. I try to be careful on who I give my number to. There's all sorts of creeps out there. Give it a rest, will you? Okay. Oh, hold on. Husband stay. I didn't show them anything. Show them the Hojo photo. Who are they? I haven't seen either of them here. Is that the Policenauts? That's the president in the middle. That's for the party, right? I've got one too. Okay, let's have them stay. Let's talk to the other lady here. Oops, that's... She's just like the girls I knew in high school. Hey, beautiful. What is it, sweetie? Show 'em my Hojo, yeah. Ask about Tokugawa. My advice is to keep looking. Wait, is this... Am I telling me your measurements? My measurements? 34, 23, 35. All measured under 1G. I just told you. Okay, let's ask about her phone number. My number? You don't waste any time, do you? You're really that interested in me? Okay, let's show her the Hojo. Who are they supposed to be? I don't know. I wasn't sure if they were being counted as the same person. I honestly don't know them. Okay, how about the Policenauts? They were the Policenauts. That's the president. Look at him. He's gorgeous. If I was to be in food service for a while and they're tired of everyone's shit, what's that card for? Alright, we're gonna let them go. I had fun. Later. How about this one over here? Exclusive hobby, bringing together all these famous women. Movie fan would go nuts here. You can see his glasses steaming up from here. Can we talk to him? If you want something to drink, you'll have to ask one of the others. I don't have a very wide vocabulary. Yeah, they're just rattling off the same phrases. That's creepy. Enjoy the party. Rebirthers tend to be arrogant. Plus, we probably look like a couple cops anyway. You could be from a hospital here. Seems a little familiar. That pervert's old enough to be her father. He's with one of those escorts. Look at that shit-eating grin. Maybe we can talk to him. He isn't listening to us. He's staring at his new friend. What a jackass. He's all over her. Oh, I love this. He's a famous young industrialist. There are rumors he's also a drug dealer, but we haven't been able to prove it. He's been all over them since we got here. He's in no position to talk. Okay. I think he's from a hospital here too. Are all doctors perverts or something? Look at him. Looks like he's having fun. He's hanging out with one of the girls. Probably a guy from one of the hospitals connected. Tokugawa. Okay, also staring at his new friend. Oh, there's a guy down here too. That's one of the higher-ups at the ISPA, the International Space Promotion Agency. He's like a kid in a swimming pool. Their attitudes, yeah, right? He's got close ties to Tokugawa. He won't hear us from here, okay? That guy's from the ISPA too. Tokugawa serves as its director at the moment. I've seen that guy before. That's right, he's that political hawk that's been making a name for himself lately. He's got some pull around BCP too. Damn politicians. What do you parasites want? Do I look like I want to talk to the press right now? Okay. That is one beautiful ass. Where's a coin when you need one? Okay, oops, shit. Fuck, I don't want to get out of that menu. There it is again. Like I'm in Mito Komon. Yeah, there was this TV show I saw in Japan once called Mito Komon, a period piece. Okay. So I haven't seen... Oh, what? What are they doing here? Buddies of yours? They're from various mafias on home. Why are they here? Look at that pervert. Hey, what a nice ass, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, there's some people here. She's one of Tokugawa's escorts? That's some nice service they're getting. Yeah, she's taking good care of them, alright. Doesn't seem like one of their girls. Okay, so yeah, we got some mafia dudes here. That's What's-His-Face Garcia from the Spanish Mafia. He's with a triad, but I don't know his name or where he sits. That's Wakayama Kimichu. He's Yakuza. Yakuza? Never been entirely clear on pronunciation there. Oh, I just noticed that I thought she was standing up and kind of leaning over, but no, she's just kind of laying down here, ass in the air. Must be a cocktail. Alcohol doesn't taste that great in zero gravity, but I guess they're more interested in the effects. Must be a cocktail. Okay. These guys don't look like the best friends. Yeah, What's-His-Face Garcia. Well, they're from rival organizations. They almost never meet up like this. Must have been an offer they couldn't refuse. Oh, I see. I guess this is like a floating table thing. What's that balloon for? Maybe a model of Hojo's new DDS? Is that another table back there? It's a table with a built-in propulsion device. Am I getting a call? I am getting a call. From some... probably spam. Gotta check to see what the fuck this is. Oh yeah, it's the same one. Same one as last time that I looked up a weird spam number. Yeah, it's the same one. Okay, so that's like actual, literal junk. Okay, what the fuck are these? Wait, what is this big yellow thing over here? Oh, okay. This is new to me. Talk about heavy-duty hardware. Are we looking at a military EMPS? Its armor is clearly different from the Goddard's. It's been coated with chaff, too. Chaff? It's a countermeasure for disrupting electronic equipment. With this, they can turn it into one giant jamming device. Yeah, it's a Gundam. A lot of the other machines that use it are also yellow. I'd say you're right. We're looking at a military EMPS. The last thing space needs is a war. Got a sweet gun here. It's a really big gun. You wouldn't want something like that going off in zero gravity. We'll have an onboard computer to suppress the recoil. Just like the Goddard. This isn't a lift gun, then. I have no idea they were developing military EMPS. What do you plan to do with this, Sadeoki? Can we look at its boobs? Can we slap them? Okay. Oh, there we go. We got some new people here. How about you? That's not who I clicked on. There he is, Jonathan. Go talk to him. No. Boobs. God damn it. Fine.
Oi! Sadoki!
Hey, Sadeoki. Let's head over.
Sadoki.
Remember me? Alright, here's Tokugawa. Jonathan. Jonathan Ingram. Sal! Hey, man! And there's Salvatore Toscanini. Hey, Jonathan! Holy shiitake! Hey, you too. This is Dr. Goldwyn, director of BCCH. Oh, it's Chris. Chris, what are you doing here? Small world. What's this you've been up to, Jonathan? You slap dongs in this game? I hear you've been poking around places. Figures you'd know by now. Unfortunately, we have not yet encountered a dong slapping situation yet. You look dazzling, Chris. Ah, thanks. It's nice to hear that at my age. That's a nice smell. Lavender, right? It's not too strong? Odors tend to hang around one place in zero gravity. No, not at all. Women on Beyond never seem to wear perfume. It's nice to see someone doing it. Oh, don't. You'll see my wrinkles. That's a smoking dress. It was practically made for you. Oh, thank you. You really know how to talk to the ladies. It totally compliments your curves. I can finally get a better look at them now. Wow, what a view it is. Okay, look at this guy's fucked up face here. You don't seem to have changed much. You hate that one guy's face. Guess I always did look kinda old for my age. Guess I always did look kinda old for my age. Ain't got as much turf up there as I used to, let me tell ya. No. You look more intense than before. Running an ordinary business is difficult. Imagine what it's like for me. He's got the face of a politician. She's a tiny bit older than you remember, I'm sure. Look at her necklace. That necklace must have been expensive. It was a gift. Nothing special. Okay, I was trying to look at her hair, but... Sadeoki's got his hand on Chris's shoulder. They seem pretty close. They're banging. I bet he enjoys having me see this. Nice suit, Sal. Doesn't look like you got any money problems these days. I owe this to Tokugawa. I owe everything to him. You ever thought about leaving a BCP, Ed? Who in their right mind wants to be a public servant nowadays? Okay, let's talk to some people here. You look even more beautiful today, Chris. You're nice too, Jonathan. My face is a little swollen with the zero gravity, though. Not at all. I don't know why, but it only makes you look younger. Women must really love you. Okay, let's talk to her first, I guess. Or maybe that's not. Imagine meeting you here. I know. We can't seem to get away from each other. Ask to dance. Yes, that's clearly it. May I have this dance, mademoiselle? Haha, that's what they would say in the 20th. Sorry, but maybe not right now. What, you want to do the tango in zero gravity? There's no floor. Tango? More like the lambada. She knows where your hands would end up. You mad about the other day? Oh no, not at all. Let's talk about the party. I heard it's a launch party for their new drug capsule. I've seen all sorts of people here. Journalists, entertainers, politicians. I'm a little disappointed that there aren't that many medical professionals, though. I've been wondering about, myself, whether we should carry that BCCH. That's about, the Mafia. I saw guys from Holmes Mafia here. The Mafia, really? That's kind of scary. Wonder why they're here. Yeah, more like the horizontal Mambo. I'm sure I'll be alright as long as I've got you two around. Let's go to Tokugawa. Sorry for being so personal, but what's your relationship with Sadaoki? Well, he's a business partner, a mentor, and I guess you could say my main squeeze, too. Main squeeze? That can mean more than one thing, Jonathan. I mean in a paternal sense. In a paternal sense? What exactly? A sugar daddy kind of sense? Is that what you're saying? Is she saying he's her daddy? The new product. If what they say about it is true, it'll have a big impact on space development. Yeah, no, it really can't. I'll have to seriously consider whether it's something PCCH should be involved with. Let's show her this ID card. Let's not show that around here. We don't want you-know-who to find out about it. What are you guys whispering about? He's my main father squeeze, yeah. He's my paternal squeeze. Okay, let's talk to Salvatore here. Salvatore. How long has it been, Sal? The last place I expected to run into you. When did you come here? Gates said you went back home. I'm on the moon. I'm on the moon these days, just back in town for the party. Yeah, what for? Little business with Tokugawa-san. Let's ask about him. I heard you quit BCP. I just wasn't cut out for it. Police work ain't my thing, to be honest. One day I decided I'd had enough. That was 15 years ago. I was married twice, but neither of them worked out. His head is like the man in the moon. Don't got any kids either. Okay, let's ask about the party. I'm just here on the side. I came because I happened to have some time off. It's a little shindig Tokugawa's put together for everyone. Relax and enjoy yourself. Chris said it herself. This is a party. It's a waste of time coming if you ain't going to try and enjoy it. What are you up to these days? Tokugawa got me a job at the Muna plant. I'm the head of security there. Glad I ain't a cop no more, but it's not like I got a PhD or nothing, you know? Yeah, 5 best cops. Police work actually just wasn't his thing. It's a pretty basic stuff, just keeping watch over the place. That's a pressure, sure, since you aren't wearing a badge either. I also oversee the mining and transport operations. Nothing like we got a lot to worry about in terms of security. I mean, it's the moon, for Christ's sake. Place ain't exactly crawling with thugs. How about that new product there? I ain't that familiar with it. Ask Tokugawa. I ain't into that stuff. Got my hands busy with all the broads, anyway. There you go, worrying again, Johnny boy. Relax, and those guys ain't got a chance here. This ain't to their turf. Probably just came to check the place out. Yeah, they're just checking the place out during this invitation-only party. It's the one at Tokugawa's made in space factories. We mine lunar minerals and make drugs and rare metals under microgravity. It's located in Marimbrium. Let me know if you're ever in the area. I'll give you a tour. What kind of relation do these two have? You kidding? Ain't it obvious? Better not to try anything with Chris, Jonathan. Psh, I already know what they feel like anyway. Okay, let's show that Policenauts photo. Hey, it's us back in the day. I still think about those great times we had. I'll never forget all that fever. Who are these people? Okay, fine. We're done talking to him because he's annoying to voice. Welcome back, Yoshi. He's got the face. Okay, yeah, let's talk to him. One of your employees has disappeared. The 15th of last month, to be exact. One of my employees? Who? Kenzo Hojo. Of DDS R&D at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Hojo's missing? That's news to me. So? Let's ask about... Well, actually, let's show him the Policenauts photo just for fun. Things change. Life evolves. The Policenauts are irrelevant now. Yeah, the one important guy. Do you always carry this around with you? It's how I got into this fucking party. Well, let's ask about the Mafia. No, let's start with Hojo. Let's start top down here. What are your thoughts about Hojo's disappearance? Hojo's one of our employees, yes, but I haven't heard anything about him being missing. I don't really know him that well either. He's one of your employees. Yes, but we have tens of thousands of people working for us on the colony alone. That's about Hojo's personality. What kind of person was Hojo? I remember he was serious about what he did. Real dependable guy. I ran into him a few times at meetings and parties and such, but that was it. Wonder what's happened to him. I'll have someone look into it right away. Okay, let's ask about his activities. Seems you were the last person to ever see Hojo. On the 15th of last month, right here in this building, as a matter of fact. The 15th? I have no recollection of that. We haven't had any big meetings down at Pharmaceuticals lately either. I guess it's been maybe since 6 months since I last saw him. So are you saying he disappeared on the way to your office? You expect me to believe that, or have you gone senile already? I told you, I don't know anything about it. I go DC Supervillains DLC packs. Okay, how about the party? What's this party for? It's a get-together to unveil the latest product from a pharmaceutical division. We've invited various associates and clients. Doesn't look like your average bash to me. What's that EMPS doing here? Go on, enjoy yourself. Don't forget you're at a party. Yeah, just ignore the question. I left BCP and took over Tokugawa 20 years ago. It took me a while to get the hang of things. Far more entertaining than my previous career, anyway. Again, one of the best 5 police officers in the world, and he's much better at this. Saw the holograms in the lobby. Nice family tree. I'm a businessman now. No more police work for me. I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I got plenty of steam left in the engine yet. What's with that EMPS? Trying to start a war? What's it doing at a party? That's a prototype military EMPS, developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries. It's called the Von Braun. It's going to be officially adopted by the military in 2 years' time. We invited several military officials here as well. It wouldn't have been possible without the data gleaned from AP's years of experience. What we see there will set a new benchmark for all future weapons development. That's no ordinary machine. It represents the pinnacle of Tokugawa technology. It's just dead mouse. It's going to be the new symbol of the group. Alright, how about the visitor log? We took a look at the visitor log at reception. The day Hojo disappeared, the 15th, he came here to the Tokugawa building. To meet you. To meet me? Well, I never met him. Are you sure it's not some mistake? The way I see it, there are 2 possibilities. Either staff's incompetent, or you think I'm an idiot. I won't stand here and take that, Jonathan. I know I know that you know that I know you. I know that you know that I know you're lying. Go ahead, search the entire building if that's what you want. Sounds like we just got permission. How about that new product? What is this new product? It's a new drug capsule Hojo develops. Hojo! This guy's like definitely totally familiar with this dude. It's the new drug. He would have been like talking with him probably. Capsule for both terrestrials and beyonds. Allows you to evenly distribute a controlled amount of a drug throughout the body on weightlessness. The osmotic pressure system is more advanced than any other drug on the market. It's also extremely heat and corrosive resistant. Wait, what did I just ask him? The new product, yeah. You'll always assume I'm guilty no matter what I say. Okay. How about that mafia there? I have nothing to say to you about that. Well, that's not suspicious. Yeah, he's doing the most important work in the business. At least in that division. Did you know Lorraine was murdered on home? Lorraine? Who's that? Hojo's wife and my... Sorry to hear that. He has a daughter, doesn't he? I'll make sure he's taken care of. I'll get someone out there tomorrow. I think I'll be going now. I've had enough of your fantasies. Yeah, go ahead and run. Look, you better be gone by the time I'm back. Got it? It just doesn't make sense. What doesn't? Hojo's disappearance, this party, none of it. And why is that? Fine, keep playing dumb. I'll spell it out. Your star researcher has vanished. That should be a primary concern for you and your company. Yet, you don't really seem that bothered. Meaning? It stinks. The party, the guests, you not know anything about Hojo's disappearance. I've had it up to here with your tone, Jonathan. You're talking to the head of... Exactly, one more turd to top off an already steaming pile. Get this prick out of here, Ed. I can't do that. You what? Was I not loud enough for you? I'll say it again. Get the hell out of here, you and this Hiroshima Taro. Now! You afraid of me? You think you know me, Jonathan Ingram? Wake up, this isn't 30 years ago. I run the group. The group runs space. That a threat? No, consider it advice from a fellow police nut. You're not a police nut anymore. All you care about is money and power. I like them just kind of floating away. You think this is over? Just you wait, Sadoki. You're going down, asshole. Is everyone kind of like sliding off screen? Feeling better? These ain't the kind of guys you piss off. He's hiding something. I know he's involved with Hojo's disappearance and Lorraine's murder. We don't have any proof or leads. They were repulsed by each other. Now they know we're onto them. They got something to hide, they'll make a move eventually. We just gotta live to see eventually. Sorry, Ed. Got you into all of this. It's alright. I'm sick of rotting away at Vice anyway. Hey, why don't we get something to eat at my place? My baby's cooking us the best. You sure? Don't be silly. It's your family. The more the better. The kids will love to meet you too. And it's got Mel Gibson hair, but it's anime, so it's blue. Besides being ages, and it's been great seeing you today or something. I don't know why that line of dialogue like flipped by so fast. Ooh, that's an act done, I guess. I do want to save. Do. Act 2, astronauts. Ed is gonna die soon, huh? He's in a couple pictures on the wall. I don't know how many acts there are in this game, actually. I would assume 5. I always assume 5. Could be 3, though. But we're not onto the second disc yet. Here we are, at the Brown residence. Not bad, Ed. Everything's a lot cheaper here than home. Seems odd. Even then, I'm still paying it off. It's nothing compared to Hojo's place, but we're in a nice area. South Garden linear rail stations right around the corner too. Linear rail's maglev, so noise or vibrations ain't that big a deal. Wish I had a place like this to call home. Yeah, it's nice for kicking back. Anyway, why don't we head inside? But yeah, like I was saying, we aren't even, like, this is a 2-disc game, and we're not on the second disc yet, so I'm assuming we aren't halfway through. Let's have a look at his house. These look like the houses you find in San Francisco. This is the standard type of house for residential lots here. Doesn't have a garden, but we do have 2 floors. Just about 5 years left on my mortgage. How about the neighbors? Is this part of your house too? That house belongs to this nice elderly couple. Nice trees you got. Those trees are public property. They're parts of the Celeste. They don't belong to me. Yeah, I see the control plates. What about this one? That's the house on the other side. I like that one better, to be honest with you. Houses here are built as close as they can get them to each other. Can't make the lots that big since the surface of the colony isn't completely flat. That's why they're like the houses you see in San Francisco with all its hills. The entrance says a lot about a house, don't you think? Let's go inside. After you. Oh boy. What the fuck? Oh, hey, Dad. Hey, kiddo. You want gymnastics practice? This is my new uniform. Like it? A little revealing, isn't it? Blah, blah, blah. It's the material that counts. It's made from that new all-natural compound fabric. Great at absorbing sweat. I'm more interested in what's under the uniform. Jonathan! This is my baby girl! Who's this, Dad? A guest? Yeah, your dad's brought along an old friend today. Will we have enough for dinner? Sure, I usually make too much anyway, remember? Besides, we can always give him some of yours. Just do what you gotta do. Anna Brown. I'm Anna, and you are? Jonathan. Jonathan Ingram. Charmed. Jonathan? You're Jonathan? Dad talks about you all the time. Oh no. Mark? Aren't you gonna say hello to Uncle Jonathan? Mark Brown. And this is Game Maker's Toolkit. Don't take it personally. Mark has a mental disorder. He doesn't talk. It's kind of like autism. Alright, Anna. Why don't you get the change and start on dinner? I suppose this is a little heavy for 1G anyway. Oh, you have to take it off? I see Jonathan likes it. Anna, just do it. Okay, okay. Ever hear anyone talk to their dad that way? Yeah, someone has to touch her butt. She's a nice kid. Well, make yourself at home someday, huh? Let's look deeply at his lips. You've aged more than I had expected. Yeah, I know. Things haven't been exactly been easy the last few years. Cut me some slack. Everyone gets old someday. How about this little jar over here? We can't look at it. Let's look at these pictures. That's my wife, Catherine. She passed away 5 years ago. Oh, wait. She really turned some heads back in her day. Those were her favorite earrings. Anna has them now. I liked her hair. She was a quarter white. That's why her hair wasn't that curly. I couldn't do anything for her. Promised her we'd take a nice long trip to home after I retired. Just the two of us. Okay. No creeping available. Okay. Let's look at the other picture. Hey! There's a couple pictures to add on the wall. I really miss those days. Everything just felt so right. I got this picture too. You made a copy of it for me. Look at that stud. Look at you. You look like you walked straight out of the photo. You even, yeah, he is wearing the same jacket, isn't he? Man, 2010. This was taken in front of the station, wasn't it? That's a solar chandelier Catherine bought. Draws in sunlight during the day. Makes the room a little brighter. You can still use it at night, of course. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Oh, there's more pictures in the back. Oh boy. What? What is happening there? We had this poster made from a photo of Anna. This is when she came in second in the ribbon event at a zero-G gymnastics competition. Look at her. That's my baby. Good thing she didn't get her looks from you. That would be one fugly poster. You'll be here all week, huh? This is the ribbon you use in the ribbon event. It's designed to open up in zero gravity. Good lord, what do kids eat these days? Hey, don't you be getting any ideas. Go ahead, try it. I dare you. Watch what happens. Am I really that predictable? Anna really does have a nice face. Nice looking girl, isn't she? What the fuck is, like, is it attached to her butt? Is it, like, what is going on? It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. Okay, let's look at the other picture. The fuck? That's a picture Mark drew. Won a prize in a contest. What did he draw it with? Pic 08. It's a tablet PC for kids. This is a printout of the file. Kinda looks like home, doesn't it? Is this meant to be Mark? That's what his doctor says. Looks like he's trying to tell you something. Is this a horse? It's got wings. Is it a Pegasus? Is that a cow? Is this pig flying? Then we got some planes. Oh, there are planes. You don't see planes here. This is the moon. It's a crescent moon. Thanks. Thanks, Jonathan. You're really providing some insight here. These look like skyscrapers. Judging from their size relative to the mountains, anyway. Print out all your tablet drawings, hang them up around the house, yeah. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is this came out in '96. Tablet PCs existed, but they certainly weren't common at the time, so, like, to just throw out that term tablet PC is pretty interesting. These are some kind of trees. They look like ones from home. You don't get trees this size on Beyond. Planes, skyscrapers, mountains, things you only see on home. Yeah, the kid drew this. Yeah, how Mark imagines them anyway. Mark's never been to home his entire life. He must have had a reason for drawing this. The boy is Mark. It's like he wants to be on home. Huh? Yeah. You can't see outside for the house at the back. This house was cheaper since it doesn't face the central axis. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Oh, you were talking about Jonathan. How old is that suit? Old. It was pretty cheap, too. I can't be fussed about clothes. Things are tight on my salary. Salvatore doesn't seem to have that problem. What do you expect? I'm used to it, though. I grew up poor, you remember. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. That's the dining room through there. First floor's got 3 rooms. The living room, the dining room, and the kitchen. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Do we need to... Oh, we need to go upstairs and see what's taking so long, don't we? And build stairs steep like this to conserve space. Damn thing gets tougher every year. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. Can we... The kids have the upstairs to themselves. I don't have my own room anymore. We can't move. Oh, wait, we can just talk to him. What's up? Ask about Anna. She really is a nice kid. Bomb-trapped toilet. I'm so proud of her. I know I can count her. She takes after her mother. She'd been bugging me for that bag on the chair there, so I finally caved. They go for a lot, but it was the least I could do. She must be popular with the boys, judging from that poster. Is Mark yours? No, he ain't my biological son. As you saw, he's white. I adopted Mark. Man, I'm dying of hunger here. Let's ask about Mark's background. Mark lost his real parents in an incident when he was younger. Really? Ask about the incident. It was the same year Catherine died. This narc addict went nuts and started attacking his family. When I got there, he'd already stabbed his wife to death. And he was about to go for his son. Shot the father to protect the boy. Right in front of him. Yeah, that's gonna fuck him up a bit. Haven't used a gun since. Some cop, huh? It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. Ask about Mark's illness. The shock left Mark unable to speak. He watched both his parents die. Can't even imagine what it must have been like. You mentioned autism. I didn't think you could become autistic from psychological shock. Yeah, this sounds more like a PTSD thing. Yeah, technically speaking, it's not autism. There's one way to think of it. They say he's a selective mute. Whenever he does try to speak the words, the words just won't come out. He can't express himself verbally. That's why I have him draw, huh? Right? I was just thinking that. Mark spends his time either drawing or watching old movies. Seems like a terrible idea for this guy to have adopted him. How are things between you? Not good. I'm sure he doesn't see me as a dad. No? He hates me. I can tell. He'll open up sooner or later. That's what I like to think, but Mark... Yeah, it was actually surprisingly nuanced. They're like, yeah, it's not, but like... It's kind of like it, so we'll just call it that for now. Can't rush something like that. He just needs more time. You know... I love him. Then all you do is wait. Also, like, considering the other stuff, it's surprising that they're nuanced enough to explain that. Let's ask about Mark's drawing. I gave Mark a tablet PC to try and give him a way to express himself. Sounds like a good idea. It's quite a picture he drew. Thought maybe you could communicate through pictures, you know? I don't know how much difference it's making. That's about Catherine. She's the reason I stuck it out here. I miss her every single day. You saw her picture. Didn't think I'd find a pretty girl to marry me, did you? Man, I'm dying of hunger here. How about we talk about how your wife died? After we got married and had Anna, she quit her job and started working part-time in a weightless area. She eventually developed kidney stones because of it. Part of the calcium that your bones lose in weightlessness collects in the kidneys. How do you treat something like that? The only thing they could do for her was a kidney transplant. But there was a real shortage of organs back then, even more than today. 80% of people on the waiting list died before a donor was found. Must have been terrible to have her die waiting for a transplant. It's late tonight. I wonder what's taking so long. Let's show him the Policenauts photo. Those were the best days of my life, no doubt. What do you suppose happened to the guy? Oh, we've got Hojo's ID now. It'll probably come in handy for something. Yeah, here's hoping. Can we look at her bag? I gave that to Anna for her birthday. Smells. Nothing but the best for her. Same as what Lorraine had. Lorraine had one too. This is the in thing, apparently. I don't have a clue when it comes to this stuff. Dad, Jonathan, dinner's ready. You get a lot of counterfeits floating around these days. Go to dining room. Let's go. Let's eat. About time we had something. Bon appetit. You're really cute, Anna. You look just like your mother. Try telling my dad that. Boys must talk to you all the time. They clone people. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes. Well, but I mean, I think the other thing is that it's like the super wealthy have this ability to clone people, but they aren't doing it for the everyone else. They're just doing it for like bullshit, like escorts, like famous movie escorts. Boys must talk to you all the time. I see the way you're looking at her. I'm glad that we have an eat option when we are looking at her. Mark keeps his tablet with him even at the table? About the only time he doesn't have it is when he's taking a bath. Yeah, I don't want to cure cancer. I want to make dinosaurs. Yeah. And yeah, I do kind of think that Jonathan was cloned. Yeah. But the only when he's taking a bath, he's always off in his own world. Must be hard for him, all he's gone through. Look at the dishes. Poor guy's lost the innocence of his childhood. That's Unohana, also called Okara. It's soybean curd. Soybean curd? There seems to be an awful lot. Yeah, I think I made too much. This is tempura. It's hard getting seafood here, so it's a little different from the tempura on home. It consists mainly of microorganic proteins. Those look like it just came out of the fryer. Heat up before it gets cold. These are vegetables grown in Beyond's agricultural ring. They're ultra-high pressure sterilized, so they're fresher than heat-sterilized ones. They don't use any pesticides or chemical additives here. They'd end up polluting the less. They don't need to use them. We have virtually no insects that would damage any crops. That's a vegetable salad. It's really good. I don't mind a good Caesar salad, but this is artificial salt made with ornithine and taurine. Natural salt contains sodium ions, which are bad for you, but this salt is perfect for eating. It's energy salt. This is a type of calcium food made from crushed egg shells. It's a condiment. What? This is Odin. Basically, it's a bunch of things mixed together. It's popular with the Japanese cuisine boom going on right now. You're not eating very much, are you? It's hard work keeping a nice figure. I don't want to overeat. Don't worry about me. You go ahead and eat. What's with these plates? They look different from regular plates. They got sensors in them that record the number of calories and portion sizes. They beep if you go over the amount. Oh, they beep if you go over the amount you set them to. I feel like a damn farm animal. See you, Yoshi? Seems to see that a lot of the plot was manufactured to convince Jonathan to leave Earth. He made a point of the fact that you couldn't move a dead body from Earth and beyond. So they would have had to trick him into leaving the planet. Yeah. I mean, that could have even been a cloned Lorraine, theoretically. That's calcium milk, one of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' functional foods. It's got casein phosphopeptides in it, so it's a good source of calcium. I say milk, but it's actually soy milk. Heat up before it gets cold. These plates are nice. That's Dad's plate. We each have our own plate we use every time. We're able to monitor our health that way. Records how much of each food I've eaten. Can you imagine? What was that? I wonder if this one's got sensors too. Why are you holding back, Jonathan? Eat as much as you want. I made plenty for all of us. I just have to go look at everything. Don't worry. Like that cup. I like that he still has a fucking cigarette in his mouth here. Jonathan! For God's sake, take that thing out of your mouth, will you? What? This is my style. Besides, it helps me relax. The cup that tells you what's in it. I've never seen anyone smoke before. I'm not actually smoking it right now. But you used to be a police nut. Yeah, they wouldn't even look at you back then if you smoked. So why now? No particular reason. Kind of weird, isn't it? Me having a white son? Okay, let's talk to him. You're quite the little artist, Mark. We should do some drawing together if you're ever on home. I like to draw too. Maybe I can draw something for you sometime. Acknowledging. I think Mark likes you, Jonathan. Normally he doesn't eat with strangers. No? Wonder why. It's probably your cigarette. Or the fact that he's from home. Or, well, I guess Andrew's from home as well. Mark has this thing for cigarettes. Yeah, you see people with them in old movies. That's right, I hear you're a movie buff. He thinks they're cool. Bet you're the first person he's seen with one in real life. You got good taste, Mark. So, I hear you always carry that tablet around. That's how you're drawing. That's home, isn't it? You know, I come from home. Maybe one day I'll show you the real thing. Hey, don't put ideas in his head. Mark's biological dad totally smoked. Go ahead and try something, Jonathan. I'm busy just like talking to everyone. Also, I'm going to steal his tablet. It's a neat little gadget. I can see why he has trouble putting it down. Pictures are Mark's only way of expressing himself. Can I look at my badge? I always fail trying to analyze myself objectively. Wish you could eat yourself, Jonathan? Okay, let's talk to her. Hey, Anna? What is it? Ask about. Let's start with her. Any boys you like, Anna? Got yourself a special someone? She better not. Dad! Funny you should mention that, Jonathan. Oh no, don't even think about it.
どうして
Why not?
一緒に同行して
I've known him long enough.
やっぱりこいつはスケベだ
Easily the biggest pervert I've ever
す
met.
ぐに声を
Poor guy just can't help himself.
と
Ed! You have a job, Anna? I used to be a guide at the Astronauts Memorial Museum until last month. I was majoring in space history before, so it was a good experience for me. I think I'm ready for a relationship, you know? A real relationship. Somebody older. More mature. What are you talking about? You're still a kid. No, she's a woman, alright. And quite a woman at that. You think it would have gone differently if I hadn't groped everyone? That's the thing, is I don't know. Maybe it would have. It's hard to say. I feel like this could have some level of branching, but I feel like it just would have been like different dialogue. But yeah, like I wonder if there's like a perv meter that like goes up like each time, and so like I should be capped right now as far as I can tell, because I believe I've touched every boob that I've been given an option to touch. Or not. I've touched every boob that could be touched, I think, and every butt and leg. Okay. Let's ask about her cooking. So, like, I assume I'm maxed out on the perv meter right now. Yeah, well, I mean, I've touched them as many times as I could. Because I think everything that I could touch, I touched until it was no longer an option. It definitely, yes, you're definitely right. It definitely tracks which ones you've touched. And yeah, it does compare them. So there's definitely something there. But like, I wonder how much that changes. Do you always do the cooking? Yeah, I love to cook, but on Beyond, nutritional balance is more important than taste. Especially when it comes to calcium. Tokugawa put up recipes on BeyondNet. Put up recipes on BeyondNet every day. It's not that hard with those around. Okay. Let's ask about school. Do you like school, Anna? What's your major? Do you do any sports? Yeah, it's great. My major is bioethics. As for sports, I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics. I get plenty of friends. All girls, though. Make my own lunches that I take to school. Okay, how about your friends? Can we ask about your friends? How about the history of space food? Since you know so much about space history, you mind if I pick your brain? How about a story related to food? It's said the first person to use chopsticks in space was astronaut Onizuka, who later died in the Challenger disaster. The interesting thing is he didn't eat Japanese food with them. The first people to eat solid food in space were astronauts Young and Grissom aboard Gemini 3. They smuggled sandwiches on board. How do you like my cooking? Not bad for someone my age, huh? This would be considered space food to someone from home. Okay, we've asked all we can about space food. Let's ask about calcium cuisine. How does calcium fit in with your diet here? What's important isn't so much the amount of calcium, but the balance between the calcium and the phosphorus. If there's too much phosphorus, your body won't be able to absorb the calcium. I do zero-G rhythmic gymnastics, so I always try to make sure I get enough calcium. Well, blacks have naturally higher calcitonin levels anyway, so it's not as bad for me. Okay. How about zero-G rhythmic gymnastics? I think it's the coolest sport around. There's friction between the Zero-G Gymnastics Association and Beyond's Board of Education over the calcium loss issue, though. Its critics say it isn't good for kids who are still growing. I saw your poster. Don't worry, that thing's gonna take off like you won't believe. It's even better than mud wrestling. There's only one stadium on Beyond. It'd be nice if we had some more. I need to keep in shape for the squad. That's the other reason I watch what I eat. Okay, how about bioethics? With all the advances in science over the years, like organ transplantation and gene therapy, we've entered territory some say is reserved for God. We study other issues as well, like artificial fertilization, surrogate mothers, cloning, and the relationship between comas, persistent vegetative states, and organ transplantation. There's a lot of crossover of stuff here. The field has been gathering a lot of attention since the turn of the century. Some of the food we're eating right now actually violates principles of bioethics. I'm going to tell you more after dinner. Ooh, you can tell me more after dinner in private. I guess we'll talk to Ed now. Hey, Ed? Yeah, I'm listening. Let's ask about the investigation. Let's just talk shop with the family here. What do you think about everything that's happened? Well, we haven't really got any physical evidence or leads. But I'm with you, the whole thing stinks. Oh god, Pharmaceuticals is hiding something. Oh geez, there's so much stuff now. Yeah, when I'm not eating it. Yeah, and some of it violates ethics. Let's eat it first and then we'll talk about it. I haven't even started eating yet. We need evidence sufficient enough to allow BCP to open an official investigation. You got a wonderful family, Ed. They're what keeps me going. I only wish Mark would. He will. Time will take care of everything. He doesn't mind that he shot his father in front of him, and he watched his mother get killed by his father. You must be busy a lot, with 2 kids. I really do owe you an apology, Ed. I got you into this without knowing your situation. That wasn't right. It's okay. It's time I turn things around. Something tells me he's already dead. That's the feeling I get. Who knows what happened, but Hojo must have gotten in their way somehow. Can't you keep work away from the dinner table, Dad? That guy followed Lorraine all the way to home. She must have known something, too. I wanted to shut her up. Those capsules were obviously worth killing for, but why? Why don't you guys just try and enjoy your dinner? You think they'd go after Karen? Oh wait. Doesn't look like she knows anything. She'll probably be alright. As long as she doesn't do anything to arouse any suspicion. All that talking will give you indigestion. Looks like this thing goes way beyond Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa himself has to be involved too. Oh, he's definitely involved. This ain't gonna be easy. Going up against the group like this, we have to think about how we're gonna handle this. Dad, work can wait, can't it? Okay. Come on, Dad, eat up. Eat up before it gets cold. Look, it's cold now. Yeah, so I wonder, like, I wonder if because I didn't eat before it got cold. In fact, wait, can I not? Okay, I can. Weird that eat is only an option when I'm like, oh, I guess my plate isn't good enough, but I'll eat her. Like, I wonder if I didn't eat it fast enough, and so now it's gonna, like, turn out differently here. This looks much more appetizing to me. Oh, I see, because I did select eat on her. This looks much more appetizing to me. You say something, Jonathan? I most definitely did not. I'm telling you, keep your hands off my daughter. Yeah, bad ending. I thought the eat was a bit of a general option, but no, it was actually specifically there on her. I guess I'll start with this fried piece. What the hell is this? Just right there at the dinner table. You guys took too long to get here. It's been simmering since yesterday. The flavor should be nice and thick now. Well, nice, huh? Too bad it's a little cold. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be different. Drink some of this calcium juice. Yes, he did eat with his cigarette. Bottoms up. You kidding me? This is like powdered milk. Let's try the tempura. Oops, shit. Quail is the easiest source of protein to obtain in space, but it's hard to prepare. This one looks good. This is tempura? See, this is what happens when you let things sit. Eating salt on its own isn't a good idea. But I wanna. You shouldn't eat salt by itself like that. You won't be young forever. You need to take care of your body. It doesn't have any taste to it. You should mix it in with something else. You're right, this is totally bland. Let's have some of this salad. This looks nice. That shouldn't have gotten cold. This is disgusting.
なんだこれは。
Yeah, it's because you're doing all this with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth.
食べてみようか。
Let's see what this is like. Good God!
熱い。
Alright, how about... Oops, that's not the right menu. Is this caviar? Yeah, but those aren't sturgeon eggs. That's artificial caviar made from seaweed. Don't worry, it tastes the same. You mean that kind made with sodium alginate or whatever? Caviar, huh? What a treat. I love that we just get to see this animation over and over. You call this caviar? How about this? What is this? That's a soybean and seaweed stew. It's full of calcium. Let's try some of this. What the noises? Nobody deserves to experience this. This will be enough to fulfill my calorie requirement for dinner. Is there anything I haven't... Hey, Ed? Is there anything... How to proceed? So, what's our next move? We watch and wait for their next move. Exactly what I can't stand. You ain't got a choice. You're not in OLA. Have some more, Jonathan. Sorry, it's a little cold. Yeah, eat up. You're still a growing boy. Ed. Ring, ring. Brown residence. I'm sorry? May I ask who's calling? Yes, uh-huh. Yes, that's right. Just a minute. Dad, it's for you. The voice only calls. He says it's about the capsules. The capsules? This is Ed Brown. Who is this? What does it matter? I have information for you. Listen carefully. Meet me at AMM. And bring that detective with you. You're looking for Kenzo Hojo, am I right? How do you know that? What difference does it make? Are you coming or not? Yeah, we'll be there. I promise it'll be worth it. I'll be waiting at Pioneer. Pioneer? You'll know when you get there. You can call me 9 Stars. See you soon, Policenauts. AID called them. Got that robo voice. Fuck, I just dropped the controller. Something's moving now, boy. We got an informant. I figured we might. So, where to? AMM, the Astronauts Memorial Museum, which is where she used to work. AMM, that's where Anna works. Alright, let's move. Wait, finish eating first. You have to leave right now? Doesn't look too cold. Thanks, Anna. That was delicious. But Jonathan, stick it in the fridge. Fine, be that way. Looking forward to more pictures, Mark. Let's go. Sorry, informant, but we're in the middle of dinner right now. Can you wait like half an hour? Any idea who it is? Should know soon. The voice definitely was familiar. Whoever he is, the guy's already a fucking hero. Poor Anna. Try doing it every day. It's an adventure. Horrible, horrible adventure. Still, beats your cooking. You planning on staying single? Please, I got enough problems as it is. Poor Ed. Alright. Here we are at the Astronaut Memorial Museum. This is the Astronauts Memorial Museum. Quite a crowd for something like this. Probably thought it'd be safer. More visitors since it's the weekend, too. Think we can trust him? We'll never know just standing here. Let's get to the meeting place. What are all these rockets? This is a collection of rockets related to space exploration. Some are the real thing, but most are just replicas. Reminds me of somewhere on home. Yeah, the rocket garden at Kennedy Space Center? A few of these came from there, I believe. That's the Saturn V rocket. It launched the Apollo missions. It's the largest rocket of it was the largest rocket of the 20th century. It's cool seeing all these. Makes the place look like some space base from an old sci-fi movie. That's the Russian Proton rocket. They launched the Salyut space stations, among a ton of other stuff. Space geeks must freak out when they see this. That's Space Shuttle Discovery, also known as Orbiter Vehicle 103. Flew more missions than any other shuttle. Is that also not the one that blew up? Like, not that long ago, in quotes. Was that Discovery or was that something else? It also carried the first Japanese mission specialist into space. That's the Russian Soyuz 11A511. Played a huge part in space exploration. We owe a lot to it. Yeah, launched all of Russia's Soyuz flights. More flights than any other rocket. Look at this little one. Yeah, I think that was Discovery. I mean, obviously this was before that, because this was 96, and that was like, what, 2000, sometime in the late 2000s? Like, I want to say like 2008 or something, I don't know. Like sometime around 2010, plus or minus some number of years. What's that one there? That's right, I remember now. That's the Chinese FB-1 rocket. That's Europe's Ariane 1 launcher. The Arianes were used a lot for launching business satellites. That's the H-2 rocket built by Japan's NASDA, now known as JAXA. It was developed solely with Japanese technology. You're wearing a plaid hoodie and your nails are black. You're going back to your teens. Was that not the Discovery? Oh, Columbia, that's right. Yes. Yeah, this was before Japan brought up all of Russia's space technology. Its first launch was '94, as a precursor to Tokugawa Heavy Industries' current domination. That's the Titan 34D rocket. And that's the Atlas D rocket. It was used for prior Project Mercury. It's the rocket that launched craft like Friendship 7 and Aurora 7. How about these palm trees here? Those are palm trees selectively bred for beyond. All plants here are resistant to ultraviolet radiation and have high photosynthesis rates. That's how we have plenty of air to breathe with so few of them around. Building's modeled after Kennedy Space Center's Vehicle Assembly Building. I was thinking that building looked kind of familiar. The scale and inside are totally different, but its outside appearance is an exact recreation. I thought it looked familiar. Launch Complex 39. We went to Kennedy once for part of our training, remember? There's the main entrance there. What about tickets? Admission's free during the anniversary celebrations. Alright, let's head inside. Let's head inside. Museum. Makes you feel young again. Just don't forget why we're here. This ain't a field trip. Okay, yeah. This is the lobby, also known as the Coral Hall. Yeah, look at that huge coral. This is a miniature of Russia's Mir space station. Jesus, this was this before held the record for the longest stay in space? Housed the first Japanese. How can you forget it? They abandoned after the fall of the Soviet Union. I was gonna say, yeah, this is before Mir came down. Yeah, until it was bought by a Japanese thing, which Tokugawa later bought. It's still in orbit around home. They've got it set up at the Space Museum now. Back then, you couldn't turn on the news without hearing about Japanese businesses buying up Russian space technology. That's how Japan got to where it is today out here. Pull Steve Rogers and go to my own exhibit. The almighty yen. They were the first to really open up space for business. Yeah, when did Mir come down? Like 90... I want to say like 97 or 98? Miniature of the Mir. That's Project Mercury's Friendship 7, which carried the first American into orbit around home. Astronaut Glenn's mission lasted 4 hours 55 minutes, taking him around home 3 times. It was launched by an Atlas rocket like the one outside. This is in pretty good shape for something that old. Oh, this is only a replica. The real one was charred to a crisp when it re-entered the atmosphere. Look at this coral. This is an actual coral reef fossil from home. And you'll find CO2 absorbed from home's atmosphere, among other things. Mir was completed in 97. Here is a symbol of the Celeste. Miracle of nature we could never duplicate. They went to a lot of trouble bringing it all the way from home like this. Wait, when you say completed, do you mean finished assembly? Oh, it came down in 2001, okay. So it wasn't finished by the time this game came out. Okay, so I guess I was off by a couple years. But man, it wasn't in service that long then. Fossilized coral reef. It's the main attraction in the hall here. It's the only place on Beyond you can view a coral reef. Coral. Map showing all the areas and how to get to them. I think they said 15 years. That boy looks like he'd be in middle school or so. He's looking at that plate. He couldn't be the informant. But we need to go to the Pioneer. That's an AMM guide. A lot of them are just school kids working part-time. So this is what Anna was doing before? I'm always worried about her. I guess being a guide at a museum's not that bad. Person's over here looking like Bulma on Namek. He looks like a college student. He's studying the Friendship 7 replica. Doesn't look like he's the informant. That guy there keeps looking around. Maybe he's waiting for someone. His girlfriend, maybe? Bet a number of people come on dates here. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. I doubt he's the informant. That boy must be in elementary school. I was just like him when I was his age, in love with space. There's no way he could be the informant. Could he? He's an old man. He must be at least 80 or so. He looks really interested in everything. Maybe being here has brought back some old memories. This is an emotional place for terrestrials. He doesn't seem like the informant. An old man. We can talk to him. I enjoy coming here. I find it soothing. The Mir, it was just us out here in those days. Were you an astronaut? They stopped using astronaut in official lingo not long after the turn of the century. I was a mission controller. See that model? That was me. You mean the Mir? Yeah, we saw it. Can we talk to these other people? No. Excuse me. How can I help you? Let's ask about AMM. AMM gives you an up-close view of the history of mankind's colonization of outer space and all its rewards. We have over 8,000 items on display here. Let's ask about Pioneer. Where can we find Pioneer? Pioneer 10 is on display at the Space Corner. Let's go take a look. So, what time do you get off? I'm sorry, but we're not permitted to date visitors. I like that rule. Good to see they enforce it, too. Probably didn't need to worry about Anna when she was here after all. So that's a no? Please don't take it personally. It's one of the rules here. You're trying to hit on a guide in a museum. He's gonna get mad if you keep it up. I need to keep an closer eye on Anna in the future with guys like you out there. Let's show her the Hojo photo. I don't believe I've seen either of them here. Okay, actually, I don't care about showing her anything else. What's about this purple guy back here? Or girl. It's a young girl. Looks like she's here on her own. She's looking for something on the information board. She couldn't be the informant. Let's move ourselves to the space. Do we want to go to the other places? Let's go to the space corner. This corner features exhibits on space exploration. Pioneer, the informant mentioned, should be around here. Actually, I am going to move to the other areas and look at those first. Also, I bet we're going to have a shooting segment here. This corner deals with the moon, with its main focus being the Apollo program. This is as close as it gets to being there. That's Surveyor, the lunar probe that was used to scout for landing sites on the Apollo missions. Surveyor 1 got there several years before the first humans arrived. The Surveyor program ended with Surveyor 7, 18 months before the first manned mission. This is the so-called Genesis rock that Apollo 11 brought back from the moon. It's not as special now as it was back then, of course. Is this the real thing? Yeah, moon rocks are a dime a dozen now, but I suppose you could call this a first edition moon rock. I saw them selling them at the spaceport in OLA. That just sucks all those special right out of them. Lunar regolith was once heavily sought after for experiments, since there was so little available then. That all changed with the 21st century. People would even go to the trouble of making their own regolith. That's how valuable it was. That's the lunar roving vehicle that was taken aboard Apollos 15, 16, and 17. It was electric powered with a top speed of 14 kilometers an hour on a flat surface. Kind of like an EMPS for the guys back then. That's part of the Apollo Lunar Surface Experiments package that was deployed on the moon by Apollos 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17. This is an LSEP device sensitive to lunar surface movement. A seismometer, basically. Or there are stores that fix up this kind of old equipment and sell it. That's the lunar EVA suit that used during the Apollo program. It's the American flag. The Apollo astronauts planted one on the surface after each landing. When you think about it, planting a national flag in space like that does seem pretty ridiculous, even if it was smack during the middle of the space race. That was back when America was still a superpower. She needed a way of flexing her muscle. Space was dominated by a handful of countries in those days. Yeah, now business dominates it. What's this aluminum foil for? It was to provide protection from the heat. This is literally just like you can look and learn things. Is that a little dude? This is a replica of Apollo 11's lunar module, the Eagle. July 20th, 1969. Who could ever forget that day? The ascent module was recovered and brought back home, but the descent module is still out there. The Saturn rocket outside is the same as the ones that launched the Apollo missions. Let's just check out the Beyond corner real quick. Hey, there we go. This corner focuses on Beyond itself. Would you look at that? It's us! Surprised? You and I are heroes around this part of the place. And there's the cryosphere or whatever. One of the stewardesses on the spaceplane mentioned it, actually. Oh, this is one of the colony's most popular tourist destinations. A living legend at my age. Come on, we contributed to space in our own little way. Brings a tear to your eye, huh? What do you mean, little? This is the Yuri survival ball. It was complete with cold sleep function. Real ones are slightly bigger. I spent 25 years inside one of these. I can't stand being out here. Kept you alive all that time. That's pretty impressive. Cold sleep was still one big experiment back then. That when they thawed me out, I was like an old man trying to get out of bed. Very little muscle atrophy occurs today. I couldn't walk for over a year. The advances came from studying bears. Bears? Human muscle tissue starts to atrophy after 3 days of non-use. But bears, they maintain their muscles for several months while hibernating. Maybe bears would make better astronauts. Cold sleep is also called hibernation now for that reason. This is a replica of the Yuri, the forerunner to the modern EMPS. Its emphasis was on mechanical work outside the colony, so its armor's thin and it's only lightly equipped. Totally different setup from today. It was hailed as the successor to NASA's MMU. Hard to imagine this is where combat EMPS evolved from, huh? Still better than the suits at the moon corner, though. Can't really compare this to the old lunar suits. Yeah, I suppose that's true. This is what I had my accident in. It nearly sent me on a one-way ticket to nowhere. Can't stand the sight of this thing. You had a survival ball with you, too. Good thing I did. Yeah, after all, the Yuri didn't have its own life pod. You made me take it, just in case, you said. The Yuri by itself would only have kept you alive for 3 days. They have the ability to give people memory. Oh, that's true, yeah. Yeah, maybe not. The Yuri was the first EMPS ever made. There's a small monument built in honor of the Policenauts. It's even got our autographs on it. So it does. Makes you feel kind of stupid, don't it? Doesn't it? We're like some Hollywood stars. This is me in my younger days. I'd never recognize you. Come on, I hate it when people bring up my age. These are really well done. They're like our doppelgangers. They got the best in the business on these. They were given every piece of data they had on us. Body measurements, hair samples, everything. They knew us better than we know ourselves. I remember them going over our bodies with a fine-tooth comb when we applied for the Policenauts. I heard they're gonna replace these with animatronic robots soon. They're gonna have us moving around like idiots? Using hydraulics and air pressure, yeah. And we'll even talk. Same Japanese company that made those animatronic dinosaurs is gonna make them. You know the ones I mean, right? Who will decide how we move? They've already got all the necessary data. They're working with the ISPA on them. They'll end up as some live-action show, almost indistinguishable from the real us. It's my figure. They did an amazing job with these. It's scary. This is your figure. I think it's slightly better looking. Look at how they got me smiling. Okay. I don't smile like this in real life. Kidding aside, they did a good job for sure. The life-size figure of you. Here's a figure of Tokugawa. Sometimes I forget he used to be one of us. Now he's practically some kind of god. He's a shrewd guy. He's used the Policenauts. I suspect that kind of stuff is flavor added by the translator. I don't know, but, you know. He's used the Policenauts to promote the group a number of times in the past. It's a figure of Tokugawa. It's a figure of Salvatore. Looks a little big for some reason. Well, he's the kind of guy who seems smaller than he actually is. Yeah, that's true. Sal's made some mistakes in his life, just like us. Ended up better off than us. At least he's got a decent job. Figure of Gates. With the 5 of us, he was always most likely to end up chief. Yeah, now he's my boss. This diagram shows you where Beyond's located. In orbit around L5. Stable position in relation to home and the moon's gravitational forces. Why exactly aren't they going to build more O'Neills? There are technical issues to the O'Neill. That has more to do with the makers themselves. Politics, huh? Tokugawa Construction currently have a monopoly on colony construction. Tokugawa have always focused on the Taurus. The O'Neill was America and Europe. They're playing favorites. Goodbye, O'Neill. More or less. They want to ensure a market for the Taurus. Of course, we've since discovered technical problems with a large-scale O'Neill. Beyond's living proof of them. And now Tokugawa conveniently have an answer for that. The guys who built this place aren't just going to sit back and do nothing, are they? Colony construction's a lucrative market. It's not that simple. They still got all their parts for the O'Neill from Tokugawa. Every last piece. Can't build a colony without Tokugawa. Exactly. Lately, they've started calling the Taurus type the Tokugawa type. Okay, what's this underneath? Diagram. Okay, it's the same thing. And that's a thing of Beyond in the background. This is a miniature of Beyond. World's one and only cylinder colony. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything here, so let's go to the space corner, and... Still no one here. Pioneer should be somewhere in this corner. That's one of the Viking landers. There were 2 landers that landed on Mars as part of the Viking program. This is a Viking 1 lander replica, which touched down in Policenauts on July 20th, 1976. I saw what was left of it when I was there. The media dubbed it a reunion. That's a replica of the Galileo spacecraft. It's famous for launching a probe into Jupiter's atmosphere in 1995 and performing an analysis of it. Then did flybys of the 4 Galilean moons. I remember watching it when I was kid. Now that was exciting. Here's the gold plates. This is the plaque from Pioneers 10 and 11, aimed at ET civilizations. So this is what a women's privates look like. Please, don't start. Please. The heights of the man and woman are expressed in binary numbers, with the unit of measure being 21 centimeters. An intelligent species could derive that wavelength from the transition of the hydrogen molecule shown here. This is a drawing of Pioneer spacecraft behind the 2 people. You could deduce the size of our species with that. This radial diagram shows the location of the sun relative to 14 pulsars. With this, you should be able to locate our solar system from anywhere in the Milky Way. This shows the 9 planets of the solar system and how the spacecraft came from the 3rd planet from our star. Distance between the planets is expressed in binary numbers. That's Pioneer 10 there. It's the first spacecraft to make a close encounter with Jupiter. That's only a replica, of course. The real one left the solar system a long, long time ago. Yeah, back in 1983 or something, before either of us was even born. So this is the Pioneer the informant was talking about? Where is he? That's the Voyager 1 interplanetary spacecraft. Deep cut. Voyager 1 traveled to the outer planets, Jupiter and Saturn. Discovered Io's volcanoes and Jupiter's rings, as well as new moons around Saturn. It'll be making its way through the far reaches of the heliosphere about now. Inside that display case is a copy of the gramophone record carried on Voyagers 1 and 2. This is a hologram of the solar system. A lot of the information used to make it came from the craft on display here. Shame there isn't as much exploration going on these days. Okay, should we just like keep looking at this? 100% don't want you to know. Alright, let's try leaving, maybe. Okay, nope, never mind. Oh, hello. We're back in the space corner. What's that doing here? It's a lunar suit. This is the space corner. I think there's someone inside. Like an actor for an exhibit? I don't think so. Looks like our date didn't stand us up. You the guy from the phone? Show us your face. Keep your voice down. This is how it's gonna go. Stack casual. With the fucking spaceman here. He won't even let us hear his voice. So it was you who called us here? Yeah. That didn't take long. Just what I expected from you guys. So you want to talk Hojo? You know where he is? Where is he? Is he alive? One at a time, alright? Look at this guy. Calls us out here, then turns up in this. Space suit from the Apollo program. The museum probably uses it for events. It'll be easier to move in than the displays at the moon corner. Yeah, the real ones weigh well over 100 pounds. We saw this in the moon corner, too. That's the way things were back then. National flags everywhere. Interesting that there's an arrest option. It probably is Hojo, yeah. He's just stringing us along. Let's bring this guy in already. Chill out for a second, will you? Why does my identity matter so much? Honestly. Alright, what have you got for us? Let's ask about his identity. Why can't you tell us who you are? Whose side are you on? Can't reveal my identity. Not yet, anyway. My life is in danger. As I said before, you can call me 9 stars. 9 stars? How about we ask about Hojo? What happened to Hojo? He betrayed them. He started selling it behind their backs. Them? It? Ask about them. Who's them? Can't say. Not out here, anyway. Is it Tokugawa? Is Holmes Mafia involved? It's not that simple, okay? We saw a politician at Tokugawa's party. Are guys like him involved, too? Let's ask about it. What's the it you mentioned? Narc. The semi-synthetic drug. They've been using DDSs developed at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals to float narc onto the market. That's the real purpose of the K-series, to get narc out there without anyone knowing. The newest one is K9. It's nothing more than a vessel for narc. Ask about K9. But the selling point behind K9 is the even dissolution of a drug in weightlessness. That's the official story, but a capsule with an osmotic pressure system is nothing special. K9's real purpose is carrying and concealing narc. Hojo and I started selling it on our own. Hojo and I. It was my idea. Everything was going to plan. Nobody should have ever suspected what we were doing. We don't believe you. We didn't find anything in the capsules we got from Hojo. And who's to say it couldn't somehow be traced back to you? You guys aren't seeing the bigger picture. Look, I don't want to end up like Hojo, alright? Point you in the right direction. I'll let you in on the secret behind narc. To be more precise, where that secret is. Alright. Tell us about the capsule secret. Hojo made a copy of the CD-ROM containing a video on narc. We know exactly where that CD-ROM is. He created the original to show the Mafia and other organizations. Explains the trick behind the capsules in plain English. CD-ROM? So the CD explains everything about them? Right, including how to use them. Why a CD in this age of optical computing? But CDs are optical. That's the point, to limit where you can read it. Wouldn't stand as evidence in court either. That's why Hojo used a CD. It's an archaic data format. Load the CD and it'll explain everything. That's all I can say for now. If you help me get to home, I'll tell you everything once my safety's been secured. Okay, let's ask about the CD-ROM. Where is this CD-ROM? Hojo would have stashed it somewhere. Well, we know exactly where we are. Where it is, rather. But they don't even know that copy exists. If I had to guess, I'd say his house. There was that CD that didn't have any music on it. Could that be it? Were Hojo and Lorraine killed by this them? Yeah, screw with these guys and you're done. Done! Can't even begin to imagine. Yeah, it might be the pharmacist, yeah. I was also thinking it could be the security guard at the desk. You'll be hearing from them soon, I'm sure. Who are you trying to get away from by going to home? Tokugawa? So Holmes Mafia isn't involved? I can't answer that right now. Yeah, that's Kenzo Hojo. That's Hojo and his wife. You think I care about that? You want to do some reminiscing? Go to the Beyond Corner. I don't have time for this. How about the ID card? That's a Tokugawa idea, isn't it? You take care of that. You'll need it. I can tell you I know a lot about both of you. You'll know who I am soon enough, provided we survive that long. Expect us to just accept that and move on? You guys changed your mind about this? Notice he doesn't have an accent when he gets mad either. What kind do you mean? Home accent. You're a Beyond, aren't you? Yeah, maybe it is the pharmacist. You gonna be cold enough for your raccoon onesie tonight? Because they did mention that about the pharmacist. I don't remember if they said that about the security guard either, though. Okay. This isn't getting us anywhere. I say we take this guy in and make him talk. Are you crazy? That's the way you're gonna act. I can just drop everything. Portable life support device used during Apollo. Okay, I mean, I think we're... Are we not done here? Contained equipment like an oxygen purifier and a radio. Okay, let's hear the... What? What have I not asked them about? So where is Hojo? He was... Oh, okay, this is what I didn't look at. He was eliminated a long time ago. That's what happens when you cross these guys. I'm gonna end up just like Hojo and that woman. You're saying Hojo's dead? I've already taken care of his body. You'll never find it. Don't waste your time looking. You really hope it's Karen? You mean it's not on the colony? Is it on home? That's for you to find out, isn't it? Oops, shit. I meant to ask about that woman. Who's that woman? Hojo's wife. I think her name was Lorraine. Nobody's safe with these guys. Yeah, I think this might be. I think the pharmacist might be the right call, because if it was Karen, she probably wouldn't have said that. Turned the body into a diamond. Was Lorraine involved with drugs? Hojo probably told her something he shouldn't have. You have no idea what these people are like. They would kill absolutely anyone. Considering what happened to Lorraine, running to home might not do you any good. I have a better chance there than I do here. Do you not trust me? Of course not. We don't know who you are. I can walk away right now if that's what you want. Okay, they've already taken care of the body. You'll be hearing from them soon. They would kill absolutely anyone. Load the CD and I'll explain everything. That's all I can say for now. If you help me get to home, I'll tell you everything once my safety's been secured. Oh, the CD can only be read on T-Gear 99, Tokugawa's network terminal. In addition, it works off a special boot method. You can't load it on any other read device. CD's got state-of-the-art data encryption, too. Even BCP couldn't read it? You guys get most of your technology from Tokugawa, don't you? Whatever you have, they're already on something else. Yeah, that's true. Almost all our equipment is patented by Tokugawa. They own the know-how as well. None of it's public. You'll need to go to a Tokugawa facility to load it. So the hospital might be the easiest place in the pharmacy, because the other one we get the security guard. I guess unless we sneak in. We can't just waltz in there and expect them to help us. Who says we're gonna ask? Let's ask about the boot method. There are a few steps you have to go through to get into the system. You'll need a Tokugawa ID card, got it, and employee ID codes for all this. First, it'll do a card check. We have Hojo's card. Whatever you do, don't lose that. Under cover of box. So then what? Then we'll run a check to see if the person using the card really is a Tokugawa employee. Every employee has an ID code given to them based on family crests. Okay, that's exactly what we also needed. We've got that in his office. You mean those Japanese things? Right, select the ones it asks for and you're in. Okay. After that, insert the CD. This is how they protect their data. So you can't access any of their files if you're not an employee, supposedly? Exactly. If you don't clear the checks, you'll be staring at a blank screen. Got all that? Pass the crest check and you gain access to the T-Gear. After that, load the CD. I'll contact you again. You can trust me. Don't try to follow me or anything. Hey, I'm not done with you. Hojo's the tip of the iceberg. This isn't even the worst of it. The worst of it? Thing's a lot bigger than you think. They've infiltrated BCP too. Watch yourselves. I'll be in touch. With your boobs. There he goes. Want to follow him? Hold on, Jonathan. First comes the CD. We need to see if what he's saying is legit. Then we'll worry about who he is. Like I said, he doesn't have a home accent. It's clearly a beyond. Meaning he ain't running anywhere. Wait a minute. What is it? I smell cigarette smoke. You weren't smoking, were you? Oh, no, I accidentally lit it, that's all. It's already out. God damn, man, that a bent cigarette? Yeah, you light it just by bending the end. Putting it out's just as easy. Someone sees you doing that and they'll report you. Maybe I'll show it to Mark sometime. Like hell you will. Anyway, back to business. So wait, so that wasn't actually... Time to search the house. So that wasn't actually a clue, the cigarette smoke? It was just kind of a... Oops, I accidentally lit the cigarette? God damn it. Because suddenly I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the pharmacist smell. Alright, let's move back to the Coral Hall. Well, we've got no choice but to trust what he told us. Why don't we stop by Hojo's house and look for that CD? No sign of him. Whoever he is, we better keep a close eye on Tokugawa. Someone else smells like tobacco from being around me. Maybe. I'll get Meryl and Dave on it. Alright, let's drive to Hojo's house. Let's go see Karen. Think that's where it is? I know that's where it is. Okay, it's nighttime now, so yeah, we should be able to sneak into the pharmaceutical place. Hopefully this is where he's got it. Oh, hey guys, please come inside. Did you just wake up? Or can we honk your boobs right now? What is it, Jonathan? Something else we'd like to borrow. Sure, like what? Nice color. That's the eco color and style this year. I try to improve my complexion any way I can. She looks exactly like Lorraine at her age. Seeing you reminds me of the time your mother and I spent together. Don't stare at me like that, please. You really think I resemble Mom that much? Yeah, so still no options. What is that? Is that a cell phone? Yeah, this is my phone. The hospital told me to always stay near a phone. If they find a match, the transplant coordinator will contact me. Keep it with me at all times, just in case. Does kind of seem like that. Okay, let's go over here. You want to listen to some music? No, we didn't come here to sample BGMs. The CD the informant was talking about should be here. Which one was it again? I'm trying to remember. It was definitely here. It was this one, and we're gonna play it. Nope, that is not it. You're right. Wait, what the fuck? Was it this first one? Or is it this tilted one? The fuck? Oh, what? All right. Also, what is this one? Did we actually? Oops, shit. Okay, whatever. We'll look at this guy. There's no title on this one. This mark is the Hojo family crest. This is what the informant was talking about. Mind if we put this on? Hey, this is it. This has to be the CD. Yeah, we just like showed up and just like, yeah, let's listen to this one. Look. There's a family crest on the label side. That's the Hojo crest. I wonder what it means. Karen, is it okay if we borrow this for a bit? Yeah, I'm not listening to that shit. Of course, if it'll help. Let's get over to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Good thing we took a look at that chart. Should have no problem passing the ID check. Is that true, though? Like, do you think... it's probably not an actual skill test. Like, I probably don't actually need to know this chart. Let's be sure and study these, though, it says. But, like, maybe it's automatic now that we have looked at these. Should I take a screenshot of this and make a note of all these? No, fuck it. We're just gonna go for it, and then if we have to, we'll come back and take notes. Or I could maybe look it up, I guess. Because, like, we've looked at all that before. Let's move. Yeah, go watch the VOD. Yeah, or maybe actually, you know what? Maybe this is where I should stop. And then I can go into the VOD, not from today, but from yesterday, and take the notes for next time. Yeah, this is a good time to stop anyway. All saved. So yeah, we'll keep going tomorrow. And I'll have hopefully maybe taken the notes for that. And we can find out what's on that CD. So thanks for watching and good night.